This is how Houdini died. A feeling inside. Twisting, turning in my spleen. You know what I mean.
from me. I know what you're thinking, and it's not the voice of all the others. You've only said it to yourself. I know what you want from me, from me. I know what you're thinking, and I know you say, oh, my burden. You do your best always. I know what you want from me, from me. I know what you're thinking, and though you sound like one another, you only said it to yourself. I know what you want from me, from me. I know what you're thinking. Sometimes the inner voice is encouraging, calling for you to run those final few yards. You're nearly there. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. It will all be okay in the end.
Then let our polluting powers combine! Super radiation!
Deforestation! Smog! Toxic!
Your polluting powers combined, I am Captain Pollution!
I know you gonna kill it, bro. Ken, you got me? In the ghost house, in the ghost house. I'm gonna knock these ad-libs out. Roll up. Ghosthouse Studios. Yeah. We blowing clouds in the ghost house. We rolling loud in the ghost house. Break it down in the ghost house. Bring a pound to the ghost house. We blowing clouds in the ghost house. We rolling loud in the ghost house. Break it down in the ghost house. Bring a pound to the ghost house. We blowing clouds in the ghost house. We rolling loud in the ghost house. Break it down in the ghost house. Shit.
That's right. Good evening, Twitch.tv. Welcome to the Ghost House. Welcome to the Ghost House. Ghost House.
Another one.
Ghost House.
Let me be clear. I love 21 Savage.
Ghost House.
I'm a country boy.
Oh my God. I'm so excited. What's up, y'all? Holy shit. Good to be back. Welcome, welcome. Yo, Matt, good to see you, and thank you for the donation. What's up, Matt? What's up, Ryan Saunders? Caught you off guard. Left the stream tab open last night, and it just auto-played really loud when we went online tonight. Very nice. Yo, good to see you, dude. What's up? What's up, your boy? What's up, Do More? What's up, RDJ? Welcome. First time on the stream, and good to have you here. What's up, Jeff? Good to see you again, my dude. Retired orphan out here, and who else is out here? Everybody out here tonight. Welcome to the stream. Yo, Crystal Kyrie up in here. You love to see it. Welcome back. And I hope you're doing well. Where's the gunshot thing? My link between OBS and the service that makes those things pop up in OBS when you use the channel points just like stopped linking up, and I don't know how to fix it. I don't know. The stream is getting worse, guys. I'm trying my best. It's falling apart. Welcome, of course, to the Ghost House. That's right. My name is Rich G, coming to you live from the Ghosthouse Recording Studio, located here in the heart of downtown Denver, Colorado, base capital of the world, where it is indeed a Wednesday night. It's a beautiful Wednesday, and we are back live on Twitch, as we do, for another beautiful night of chilling, hanging out, and listening to your tunes. That's right. Very exciting. The music this week has been top-notch, impeccable. We heard some really good stuff this week. We heard some really personal songs. We heard just a lot of good stuff all week long, and we're going to keep it going. It is finally a wonderful Wednesday, indeed. So very happy to be back online tonight. I'm glad y'all are here. It's going to be a fun stream. So get in the queue if you ain't already in there. I'm sure most of you are, but get in there. ! Feedback in the chat will link you to the Discord queue. And we would love to hear from you. Of course, if you haven't been here at the very beginning, one of these streams before, stick around. A little bit of music news at the top of the hour here. And then after that, it's listening to your tunes all night long. So going to be a fun one. The best bar we heard this week. What was it? Your boy had legitimately the funniest lyric I've ever heard on this stream last night. No shade to anyone, no shade to Matt, who has made me crack up laughing a million times. But what was that line? It was like, I hope you and your wife get a 23andMe test and find out that you're cousins or something. It was like unbelievable. Guys, we're gonna have a fun night tonight, so get settled in. And without any further ado, let's start the stream off with a little bit of music news.
Live from Denver, Colorado, music news brought to you by Twitch's favorite underdog recording studio. This is Ghosthouse News.
Still laughing about that shit. Ghosthouse music news beginning now. Ghosthouse music news beginning now. Yeah, you said it more succinctly. And top story of the day, Diddy trial is delayed. That's right. Diddy trial was put on hold today as one of the jurors has vertigo, which is scary. If you've never experienced that. I had vertigo for a couple days once. It was like the worst. Oh my God, that shit is psychotic. It's scary. But one of the jurors experiencing vertigo symptoms, Judge Submarinian postponed proceedings until Friday. The case is moving along here. It's moving along here. The prosecution should be wrapping up their case within the next couple of days, and we should be done with this trial, according to Judge Submarinian, within the next couple of weeks. He said before July 4th, we should be wrapping all this up. So we'll see what happens here. Today, Diddy's alleged drug mule, Brendan Paul, was supposed to take the stand. But again, that's been postponed. But just because the trial's been postponed doesn't mean there's no Diddy news. Diddy's former publicist, Ron Shooter, put out an explosive article on Hollywood Reporter today, saying what did he say? How do I put this? Diddy's publicist, who also worked with J-Lo and other big artists, said that he... how do I word this? He said the allure of Diddy's fame made him ignore a lot of signs of what his client is now being charged with. He said the seductive hum of fame. What did it say? Okay, his quote is not very easy to read in its entirety, but he says, it's astonishing what we fail to see when fame is in the room. Shutter said in the article here, he said, I've been to a lot of celebrity homes in my time, but not once did I have to walk through a metal detector. At Diddy's house, it was like airport security. A little voice inside me whispered, this isn't normal, but I ignored it. He says Combs' house was filled with guns and big guys with blank expressions tracking your every move. He said he saw, I don't know if he had the actual details of exactly what the photograph was here, but he said he talked about a particular incident where Diddy was photographed with an unnamed young woman and then used money and power to make the photo disappear. He said also that Diddy often would stage photographs of him doing charitable works around town. He would hire photographers to take a photo of him giving to the homeless or something like that. And nothing unexpected in here maybe, but my goodness. Again, coming from someone who was working very close with him. Hodius was second in the queue and your message was deleted when you wanted to modify your message.
Oh no.
Well, that's going to cost you. Do you... Ah, damn. Okay, wait, hold on. Are you in the screenshot? Wait, hold on just a second. Let's see if we can verify this, guys. Let's see if we can verify this. Is Hodius actually supposed to be up? Okay, I mean, it is technically not against the rules, but it's a faux pas to delete your post from the queue. But I'll play you at where your spot in the queue actually is. Put your track in request links. All right, there's a request links channel in the Discord. Put it in there, and because I can see where your spot in the queue was, I will keep it for you. Usually you would lose your spot. It would be very feel bad, but I like you and I like your music. What up, Kato? How you doing, dude? Have vertigo when you drank too much vodka once. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was like, this shit was scary. I was in the hospital for like 2 days. I couldn't walk. Oh, nasty stuff. But yeah, and of course, more Diddy news. Like I said, just because the trial isn't going on today doesn't mean you can't partake. In fact, we have a big Diddy update for you, combining your two favorite things, Diddy and AI. That's right. The Law and Crime Network now has an AI recreation of the events of the Diddy trial that you can watch. These are long videos that are made from transcripts of testimony, and they kind of transpose them onto the lawyers and onto the the people on the stand and onto Diddy in the courtroom here. Why? Well, because you can't film. You can't film in the courtroom, but people want to see. I mean, this thing has 22,000 views in a day. Where do you send your track? In the Discord, there's just for Hodius, by the way, in the Discord, there's a channel called Request Links. Yeah, put it in there. Yeah, thank you. You want to take a look at what this looks and sounds like?
And did you, in fact, go to Miami in January of 2021?
I did.
And what did you and Sean agree to do when you went down to Miami then?
He asked if he could get me a hotel for my stay, and I said sure,
like that.
and that we would meet.
What do you remember about the first time you saw Sean on that January 2021 trip?
I remember when I first saw Sean, he walks in the door of the hotel room, and he was just like larger than life. He had a very big personality, super charming, very, very passionate, even just in how he speaks.
Yeah. You can watch this again. These recap the day's proceedings of the trial. I guess they'll be on a little pause as the trial is on hold until Friday. But there's a playlist of these. Good times. What up, Squid? AI, ew. Yeah. All you guys hate AI until it's time to make an album cover for your SoundCloud. All you guys hate AI until it's time to make the artwork for your SoundCloud. What else going on in music news here? The other big trial of the century, the wife of the Weezer bass player who got in a shootout with the cops is not taking the stand, but her trial, she asked for a delay to go over the tapes, the body cam tapes and stuff like that from the police, and she was granted a 5-week delay to do that, so this will be resuming in July, late July. What else? Yeah, this case is wild. We won't recap it now. We'll get back into it when we get some more details, but insane stuff. What else going on in music news? What else going on in music news here? The TikTok ban, remember that? Yeah, well, not happening. Once again, it has been delayed. U.S. President, it says here, Donald Trump will extend ByteDance's deadline to sell TikTok to mid-September. So there's another 90 days to either make a deal or this or that or whatever. Who knows what's going on with TikTok? It's never shutting down. It's here to stay, y'all. What else going on in music news here? Sabrina Carpenter announced that she may be banning phones at her concerts. And she says, our fans probably aren't going to like it, but she says she went to a Silk Sonic show where phones were not allowed. And she says, I genuinely felt like I was back in the 70s. Felt like I was there, everyone singing, dancing, looking at each other and laughing. It just felt so beautiful. She says, let's take the phones away. What do you think? What should do it? I don't know. We're cooked. Not a phone in sight. I know. Yeah, look, it's God. Oh my God. It just hit me like so hard how much the romanticizing the pre-phone era and the millennial nostalgia is about to hit us. Oh my Lord. Oh, that's going to be rough. Well, good times, y'all. Get ready because this is just getting started. There's going to be phone checks everywhere. What else going on in music news here? Where was I? So maybe banning phones from her gigs. One of the biggest stars in the world, in the meantime, says he has no need to tour the U.S. anymore and doesn't plan to come here. Bad Bunny is starting a residency in Puerto Rico. I believe it is how many day residency? 30-day residency in his hometown. I don't know his hometown in Puerto Rico. It doesn't say. But he says he's been planning a residency out there for a while, and he said it's hard to even focus on his tours because all he wants to do is play in his home country. So good times there. Your friend that I met films like 75% of concerts you go to, and it's like... I will confess I've been guilty of that myself. Isn't Bad Bunny a girl rapper? No. What else going on in music news here? I like this one. Legendary session bassist Carol Kaye has said that she will not be attending the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony this year where she is a nominee or an inductee. And she says she's declining her induction. She says the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame isn't something that reflects the work that studio musicians do and did in the golden era of 1960s hits. She says she took issue with how they categorized her, described her as a member of the Wrecking Crew. She said there were hundreds of studio musicians working in Los Angeles at the time, and she was not in any crew. But that said, she is one of the most prolific bass guitar players in history, who is estimated to play on over 10,000 recordings with all the big artists of the 60s, 70s, and today, including the Beach Boys, Frank Sinatra, Simon and Garfunkel, Stevie Wonder, Barbra Streisand, The Supremes, The Temptation. What a career. Turn down that Hall of Fame. She's 90 years old, by the way. Shout out to Carol Kay. What a fucking gangster. You'll love to see it. What else going on in music news here? Lil Wayne's The Carter 6 debuted at #1 on the hip-hop charts this week. That's right. That makes his 11th #1 album on the top R&B and hip-hop charts. Of course, all of the previous 5 Carter projects have been on there. They broke down the sales here, and it's actually really illuminating. It is really illuminating. If you guys are not aware of how they track sales these days with the streaming, listen to this. Streaming activity on the Carter 6 contributed to 73,000 sales. How many streams do you think you need to have the equivalent in the charts of 73,000 sales for your album? Think about this for a second. How many streams do you need on your album to count up to 73,000 album sales? Yeah. 1 million? No. No. By my math, I believe 1 million streams can be like $2,000 to $3,000, something like that. At least 20 million, getting closer, but no, still not there. 97.06 million streams contribute to 73,000 sales.
Oh God, no cap.
97 million, very close, doing more. And then actually sold 34,000 copies of the album. That's wild. Is that crazy? Is that absolutely insane? You have to have nearly 100 million streams to have the equivalent of selling 70,000 albums back in the day. Good God, man. That's wild. That really is wild. Actually insane. Someone who did not get in on the good fortune of all that glorious streaming money is The Alchemist, who says he was approached by Lil Wayne to make music for the album and turned him down, just said he wasn't feeling it. What is it? He said he was overthinking it. He said he was... what did he say here? Alchemist says he was asked to contribute to the Carter 6. He says, Mac Main is a good friend of mine. We talk regularly. I probably missed the boat because they told me to send a couple things for the record, and I was just overthinking it. I was thinking too hard. I overthought it. Next time I won't. He's worked with Lil Wayne a couple times. Yeah, good times. Last couple of things, you guys, and thank you for sticking around through the beginning of the stream. I do appreciate you. What's up, everybody joining us? What's up, Jay Will? What's up? Who else just got here? I saw someone. Bear Schaff coming back. What's up, dude? Yeah, good times here. Streamer prom. Good Lord. I don't even want to know. What else going on? Remember we told you Behringer was getting sued because they were making the clone of that guitar pedal? People are trying to capitalize on this hype here. Behringer's clone of the Klon overdrive pedal is being sold on eBay now for upwards of $2,000. Who's going to buy this? This is a $69 distortion pedal, by the way. Look at this. Behringer Centaur overdrive guitar pedal Klon clone lawsuit version. People love shit like this. Guitar nerds, oh my God, lawsuit version. You'll see shit like this all the time. They made only 6 of these guitars because they got sued. Okay. Good times. This pedal, again, was meant to be an exact clone of the original Klon Centaur that was put together by Bill Finnegan. And Finnegan sued Behringer's parent company, Music Tribe, last month, saying that this is just a blatant infringement on intellectual property, and says he was never consulted in any way about this pedal. It was not authorized in any way. He's suing them. And we'll see what goes on there. Last thing, you guys, and this one, I know how much this is going to mean to all of you. For all of our Pro Tools users out there, yes, all of you, all of our Pro Tools users in the chat, Splice has been added to the new updated Pro Tools. It is built in Pro Tools now the second DAW to fully integrate Splice. Studio One was the first. So you get access to a couple thousand free samples now just as a Pro Tools user, but of course we'll have to subscribe to get the full library. Also new additions to the new version of Pro Tools 2025.6 has new improvements to the MIDI engine, improvements to ARA, an AI-powered speech-to-text functionality that lets you search through lyrics or dialogue. Very cool. Very cool. I don't know if any other DAW is doing that. Is any other DAW doing that? Can you search in FL for like a lyric or something? I mean, Pro Tools users often have like gigantic sessions. So that one we heard about a while ago. Very cool. Premiere does it. Yeah, it's more of like a film, like a post-production kind of thing, I guess. You know, if you're editing a whole movie or something, you just want to like search for a particular part. But very cool, coming to Pro Tools, and a lot of post-production editors and audio engineers using Pro Tools for that. Smarter, faster MIDI creation in the MIDI editor, new MIDI note labeling functionality. Why do you need to label your MIDI notes? Maybe for like drum kits or something. And enhanced input monitoring, all these good things. So congrats to Pro Tools users out there. I'm not upgrading, by the way. I don't have any upgrades on my license. I'm not upgrading. Who needs this shit? Let it ride. It works. Pro Tools in the studio, by the way, working better than ever. I have never, ever, ever, ever had a more stable setup. And when you have the most stable setup you've ever had, you do not upgrade. And that is a rule in audio. So I will not be trying the new Pro Tools, but congrats to Pro Tools users out there because you got some new features in the DAW. Congrats to the rest of us because we made it through the news. Yeah. Hell yeah. Very cool. Just use Reaper in this economy? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. For my line of work? I can't do it. I can't join the Reaper nerds. It's like the people saying, just use GIMP instead of Photoshop. I'm like, I'm not opening a fucking program called GIMP. Sorry, not happening. Yeah. If you're trying to build out a home studio, what would you pick for your ultimate channel? AD converters, preamps, compression, EQ, reverb, all that stuff. Good question. I'll tell you, it's hard to pick interfaces and converters these days. Do you only need something that'll do like 2 channels at a time, or do you need something that needs that's multiple channels? Most of the ones that are being sold are fine. They're really good. The Universal Audio are pretty widely accepted to be very, very strong quality for something you could get for a couple $100. If you want a nice preamp and compressor for doing vocals, I strongly have to recommend the guy I got in my rack here, the AML 1073, and then the compressor. I think it's called the what the fuck is it called? 54F50 or something. The AML stuff, extremely good and economical. Great 1073. Thinking about going from an Apollo to a Focusrite Red. Yeah. I don't know. And I haven't used a lot of these, by the way, but like they're, even the Focusrite stuff 20 years ago was good enough to like actually use on a recording. Nowadays, like it's such like a negligible. Yeah. Yo, Hack, what's up? Thank you for the 23 months, my dude. Wave them ghost butts. Yeah. Well, guys, with that said, we're going to get it going. We got music to listen to. We got good times to be had. That's right. So again, if you're not already in the queue, get in there. Excuse me. And we're going to get this started. We got just one donation. The real Matt Hack coming up first tonight. Thank you, my dude. And we'll go from there. So get on in here. What's in the 500 series behind me? A couple things. It's mostly just straight preamps. If you want to take a look through some of the gear, you can check it out on the studio website. It has a list of, I think, pretty much everything. And like I said, that AML 1073, I can't recommend strong enough. It's really good. I mean, I don't know if you need to spend, it's not that expensive is the thing, is why I'm saying, like $1,500 for a preamp and the compressor. I don't know if you need to do that necessarily, but if you want to step up for your vocal chain, I have been extremely happy since I got this. I got this about 2 years ago, and it's been such a good investment in the studio. Yo, Kyan with the gift subs, thank you, and congrats Squid and Rel. Hell yeah! All right, we'll get you guys all up right now. Let's get it going, y'all. What do you say? Radio Ghost House forever. Let's hit these buttons and get the stream started the right way with some tunes and good times. Without any further ado, y'all, Radio MF and Ghost House.
Radio Ghost House.
It begins right now with a track from the one and only Mad Hat. It's called Like Mario. Let's check this out, y'all.
Yeah. Jump on the beat like Mario, M on the hat like Mario, flipping shit up like Wario, spit like Birdo, that's an enemy from Mario. Eating this beat, Agario, feel somewhat neutral about shrooms like Mario, got some questions on my head like Mario, kick a Koopa off a cliff, real Fario, I stand with Luigi like Mario, good pipe like Mario, I'm trying to get to the peach like Mario, all about my paper like Paper Mario, step on a Goomba, do a little dance like Zumba, stay in my room like a Roomba, never had warts on my hog, so don't call me Pumbaa, but you can still call me Mario.
Oh my god.
Put that on a crack.
Amazing. What was it? Kick a Goomba off a cliff, real Fario? Every bar is a bar. That was amazing. It was 27 seconds long. You want to hear it again?
Yeah. Jump on the beat like Mario, M on the hat like Mario, flipping shit up like Wario, spit like Birdo, that's an enemy from Mario. Eating this beat, Agario, feel somewhat neutral about shrooms like Mario, got some questions on my head like Mario, kick a Koopa off a cliff, real Fario, I stand with Luigi like Mario, good pipe like Mario, I'm trying to get to the peach like Mario, all about my paper like Paper Mario, step on a Goomba, do a little dance like Zumba, stay in my room like a Roomba, never had warts on my hog, so don't call me Pumbaa, but you can still call me Mario.
Amazing. All about my paper, like Paper Mario. Luigi, fuck, sorry. Luigi line was dark. Oh my god, amazing. Wish your pen game was this good. Yeah, here's a pro tip for y'all. Write 27-second songs. You'll be able to write this good. You'll be able to write this. No, Matt is a genius writer. A genius lyricist. I love it. Matt makes me laugh. The wordplay is always legitimately really, really good and funny, and holy shit, it's good. But the more you can focus, the better you can do. If you give yourself an idea, a theme, some sort of constraint, restriction. I'm going to do this. It's going to be like this, and you keep it to a very manageable size. You can do it. You can write bars like this, kids. You can fly. It's true. That track was awesome. That track was hilarious. Also, the beat. Shout out, kudos for the beat. It's the music in Mario 2 when you're doing the little coin game after the level, and if it it's that. And it's flipped really nicely, and the pitch rises. Oh my god, this is so good. Matt is just so good. Come on now. Matt is absolutely crazy. Like Mario, 27-second song. Could not be more perfect. Guys, give it up for the one and only Mad Hat. God damn. Like Mario. Produced by Alice St. James, but it was your idea. Yo, great job, both y'all. What's up, Dark Gray? Welcome. I want to play it one more time. Should we play it one more time? One more time.
Yeah. Jump on the beat like Mario, M on the hat like Mario, flipping shit up like Wario, spit like Birdo, that's an enemy from Mario. Eating this beat, Agario, feel somewhat neutral about shrooms like Mario, got some questions on my head like Mario, kick a Koopa off a cliff, real Fario, I stand with Luigi like Mario, good pipe like Mario, I'm trying to get to the peach like Mario, all about my paper like Paper Mario, step on a Goomba, do a little dance like Zumba, stay in my room like a Roomba, never had warts on my hog, so don't call me Pumbaa, but you can still call me Mario.
Unbelievable. One more time for Matt. That's something else. God damn. I mean, guys, should I just shut it down now? Are we done here? It doesn't really get better than that. No, let's keep it going. We got Cayenne coming up. Cayenne can follow Matt. Come on now. And then we'll keep going from there. Music coming up all night long. We're just getting started, y'all. Plenty of tunes coming up, so stick with us. Like I said, this right now from Cayenne is a donation. Thank you, Cayenne. Free Q coming up in just a second. I believe your boy got the number 1 spot tonight, and Do More got the number 2. Am I remembering that correct? Yep. So, guys, you're coming up soon. Don't go too far, yo. Let's check this out from Cayenne. Raveaholics Radio. We got a track called Crash Out Mix. Oh, it's a mix. Crash Out Mix. Let's run it, y'all.
Bring it down.
Hey, what's up? It's Kesha. What's up, you guys? It's Nicki Minaj.
Give it up for...
What's up, y'all? I'm Beyonce.
Raveaholics Radio. It's your girlfriend's favorite DJ. Ira Copeland in the mix.
I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall. On the floor, but who can you call? My down, one who live by the code. Put this music aside, get it in on the road. Lot of quiet time, think about the road. Exotic red,
Radio mix.
wanna dance on play. Dance on play. I just wanna dance on play. I just wanna dance on play. Dance on play. Dance on play. Fuck cause you ask me pussy. Bitches got sign and don't got push like please. Like what can I do for a fee? I'll shake a bitch down for a person and weed. I'll shake a bitch down for a PM out. You right to your bitches, me and how. Bitches not scared and talk, you just don't. Put down, hit your shot, I'm gone.
You're moving too fast, girl, you need to slow down.
Hey, get in my way and try to block me, I'ma show aggression. Slide on your block like Danny Glover with a lethal weapon. I fucked your thought, she gave me top, I guess that's my confession. Got no regrets, I made mistakes, but I learned from my lessons. Trapping by the stove, villains pull up to the coupe. My car ain't got no roof, thought this shit was bulletproof. I can feel my face, smoking on Gorilla Glue. Zooming in the coupe, that's the shit I like to do.
This got some depth to it. This is nice.
I'm a boss, nigga, get that bag and make the moves. No, I don't like the lose, so I be going in, yeah. I'm tryna cop a Benz, yeah. Pull up and drop like 10, yeah. You tryna taste the life, well, I'm tryna chase the Benz, yeah. She wanna fuck with friends, yeah. I gotta live the trends, yeah.
So you wanna play with magic? Boy, you should know what you're falling for.
Yeah, what's up, Nick?
Baby, do you dare to do this? Cause I'm coming at you like a dark horse. Are you ready for a perfect storm, perfect storm? Cause what's in mind, what's in mind? There's nothing like that.
Why is this so damn emotional?
All my diamonds shine, cause they really die. That is a lie, they keep really trying. They see it from
Ooh, yeah,
got money on my mind. I look like I've been
Dark Gray, gifting subs, thank you. Coming up next. And then we'll get a free two after that.
A lyrical songwriter, any can sing. Ringing in my breaking leaves. I was just trying to get paid for the sneeze. She's special to you, I don't look at her special. But not being seen, not making no spectacle.
I wanna with them cars now. I'm thankful for these scars now. I wanna whip them cars now. I'm thankful for these scars now. Got the kids jumping like it's recess. I just spend the bands and I reset. I just spend the bands and I cream so fake. Damn, I'm still dreaming. They on me. Feel what I'm on. Like they sleeping. I'm wide awake. I'm still dreaming.
That's strong. God damn, man. Cayenne. Taking all these garbage songs and making them good. No, I'm kidding.
Put that on a crack.
Just fucking around with y'all. No, that was nice. Cayenne with the the emotional indie plug Jersey mix. What? That's so cool, man. Cayenne stuff always rules. This was nice. Really, really quick movement. I mean, we had like 8 songs in like 4 minutes there. Really nice movement between parts. I loved how so much of this it just kept landing on these moments. It kept landing on these moments. There were beautiful sounds in the production. These airs and whooshes and all that good stuff. Really guiding you through the arrangement. But then when it would like settle into something new, it'd be just this gorgeous moment with piano or guitar, and then as a lot of times, even as it would like start building up, it would keep it kind of minimal and keep it atmospheric. The bass is extremely cool. Not just the sounds, but also the rhythms. The rhythms are really, really tight and controlled. There's some cool, little minutiae, whatever you call it, little nuances to how the notes are timed. They sound really, really good. That really awesome grindy sound that the bass gets. It gets really, really buzzy when you hit it with the right distortions or use the right sounds, whatever it is. Really cool track here, really cool mix. Like I said, Cayenne's mixes and stuff like this always, a little bit of rose-colored glasses looking back at some of these songs, like Dark Horse from Katy Perry. I fucking hate that song. song, but sounded pretty good here. Guys, give it up one more time for Cayenne. Yes. All right, and one more donation. We got a free queue coming up after this for sure, I promise. But coming up right now, we have someone brand new to the stream who came in and immediately donated. My favorite type of chat, Twitch chatter. Finds the stream immediately and throws in some bucks. Yo, Dark Gray, welcome to the Ghost House. Welcome.
You're in the motherfucking Ghost House, baby. Put that on a cracker, dude. On God, no cap.
Oh my God, these sounds.
Ghost House.
We need new sounds soon, y'all. We need new sounds soon. Dark Gray, welcome. I see you telling us about the track in the chat here. Would you tell us a little bit about yourself, though? First time on the stream, first time getting your music up here, so we got a little ritual. We like to ask you some questions, get to know you. Would you tell us where in this world are you from, and how long have you been making music? These two questions for Dark Gray, who's coming up right now with the donation. Thank you. And then, like I said, free queue coming up soon. I saw someone just got in here, but I didn't see your name. Welcome, and thanks for being here. Dark Gray from Dallas, Texas, been making music for 12 years now. Nice. Well, thank you for being here and sharing your tunes. Is this, we got a video here? Ooh, what do we got here? It's like an in the studio video. Let's see. Dark Gray says, you produced the beat and you're the main vocalist on this one. Went to the studio for the first time. Sound engineers made it top tier. And you're the one in the beanie here looking for some honest feedback. Okay, good times. Thanks for sharing, and let's check this out and see what you got for us. Again, it is a video. I don't know the title of the track. Studio in Chicago. Hell yeah. Shout out to Chicago. Great city. Let's check this out. This looks cool. Maybe a little lo-fi on the video, but I think we'll get a sense here. Let's check this out here from Dark Gray. Thank you.
Yeah, she just wanna get me sloppy, and you know I fucking got it. Cause you know I'm a mobbing, and you know I got that. Hey, hit your bitch back, and I got it open. You a bitch, got that Bluetooth, homie rich. Ride through the street, got the keys, I got the heat. Hit your body in the street, you dead up in the heat. You a bitch, got that Bluetooth, homie rich.
You a bitch.
I don't stop until you season bloody body and it's screaming. I don't stop until you. 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 Hell
yeah,
lay in the streets, blood up in the sheets. See the bigger edges. Man, I'm twitching. Young white boy, he tweaking. Young white boy.
Yeah, that's all we got. Very, very nice here. Let's go.
Put that on a cracker.
Little behind the scenes in the studio video hype there from Dark Gray. What's the name of the track, by the way? Bitch, Rich. I don't know. It's fun. It's catchy. First off, yeah, nice looking studio. I'll tell you that. Nice looking studio. It looks very cozy. Comfy, cozy in there, but also very like focused, and you get your work done. Sounded good. I mean, obviously phone, camera, audio, but you could tell it sounds good. Vocals cutting through clear. I can hear some good vocal doubling going on in there, which I like. We were talking so much on the stream last night about vocal doubling. Was that something that you have been doing, or something that the engineers there asked you to do, or anything like that? Wondering your level of experience with like getting the vocal doubles locked in, because they sounded really good. They sounded really, really good. And like I said, we were talking so much on the stream about vocal doubling last night in particular. We always do, but just about how to like actually do it, how to execute it, how to line it up, and all that stuff. First time rapping, for real? First time rapping? You've been ghostwriting for a long time. That's cool. Hell yeah. Sounded really good. Sounded extremely confident. I think if you're a producer, you tend to have like a better idea, maybe too good of an idea of how you want the vocals to like sound and feel. Like sometimes it could be hard to like get there yourself, as a producer, I've found in my experience. But like I feel like you have a good idea of like the function of the vocals like in the song musically going into it, and it makes it a little easier to maybe perform and get what you want. I would hope, if you're able to step up to it. So it sounded, like I said, you sounded very good on this, very confident, very locked in with the doubles and all that stuff, which I think is good. What else on this? I don't know. It's a snippet of just a little hype in the studio, which I like. Looking good, sounding good. Like I said, the studio looks sick. I like these lights. What speakers are they rocking there? I can't see. Yeah, it looks sick as hell. It looks like a good time. Yeah, first time going to the studio. Looks like a good experience, right? It seems like it. You guys look like you're having a good ass time in there, and the track was sounding great on the phone. Very, very nice there. Yeah, guys, give it up. First time on the stream for Dark Gray. Sounded good, my dude. Thank you. I do. It does still warm my heart as an old jaded audio engineer to see people having a good time in the studio. That's always the goal. That is always the goal. People should be enjoying yourself. You know, I mean, yeah, making music can be work, but you want to be having a good time. You want to be psyched up about what you're doing. It's always a good feeling when the energy is high and, you know, people are just really getting into it. Good vibes in there. Hell yeah. Do you know what kind of mic you recorded on? Is this getting too nerdy? Let's keep it going, y'all. Yeah, more music coming up. We got, yes, your boy coming up right now. Let's get you up here. Do More coming up soon. Retired Orphan, Cayenne, Jay Will, Artie, all coming up soon. Thank you guys for real for chilling with us tonight. Good night so far, and we're just getting started. Going to be online for about another 2.5 hours, something like that. We'll see. Plenty of time on the stream tonight, and the queue is not crazy. I'll keep calling it out as we keep going, but it looks like there are, I don't know, maybe 12, 14 people in the queue right now. Not too bad. Stick with us, everybody. Coming up soon. And yeah, Hodius. I'll try to... Hodius after Do More, between Do More and Retired Orphan. Fuck, I'm trying to remember this. Don't delete your songs from the queue, guys. Don't do it. Let's check this out right now from your boy. Yes, your boy.
I'm a country boy.
Track is called Mic Check. Let's hear it.
Yeah. YB TV on the boy. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Your boy sick as the flu, true. I'ma act up, show out. I've lost my mind, seems I can't find it. Y'all say my song sucks, just listen twice, rewind it. Y'all like the blind, ain't the blind, but I don't mind it. Okay, I'm the shit, I'm so lit. I make hits, I make lists. Vocally hit the beat with a kickflip on this bitch. About to take a vacay to my second house, the way I live rent free in these haters' minds. And to make sure to check my health app, the way I be running these lines. Y'all say I'm ahead of the beat, I'm running my words too fast to keep up. Now y'all just too slow to comprehend this genius shit I be spitting on the mic. Y'all say my music sucks, that ain't it. Go ahead and get in line to find the fuck I can't find. I don't got the time to be dealing with you slimes. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Boy sick as the flu, true. I'ma act up, show out. Y'all a bunch of ain't ass bitches that ain't got no lives. Y'all must be on that party, cause that I'ma just keep spitting shit on the mic, doing my thing, having a fun time. While y'all just be wasting your time, hating on mine. While I'm on my music grind, y'all on your keyboards talking shit with no sign. I'ma deliver these bars with a smile like Amazon Prime. Sometimes I be doing this to making y'all mad on purpose, just to hear you whine. If you didn't know me, I'm that guy. YAHBOI, I'm so fly. Gotta stay grounded or I'ma touch the sky. Y'all just mad cause I don't make music like everyone else does. Go ahead and cry. Wanna talk shit? Go ahead and try. I'ma be busy ignoring your ass, making my music, making y'all lose it. That's how I do music. How you gonna talk shit when I'm in the other room, ignoring everything you say, making my music my own fucking way. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Your boy sick as the flu, true. I'ma act up, show out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Boy sick as the flu, true. I'ma act up, show out. Act up, show out. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Boy sick's the flu, true. I'ma act up, show out.
Pretty cool.
Put that on a cracker.
Good boy. Classic, good boy. Mic check, 1 2. Is this thing on? Yeah, classic your boy, classic flow, fun and funny. The beat on this one is actually pretty damn sick. I'll tell you that. The beat on this one is pretty sick. I like the horns. I like when the kicks kind of like chop it up, and you know, just the whole feel of the beat here is actually really, really good. Your boy's inimitable vocal style, fun on this one though, and it doesn't quite have the punchline that we heard on the one the other night. That is the new bar. I'm sorry to say, is literally the new bar. Where was that? Can we hear that one more time? Hold on, wait. Where is it? The last bar of this track.
Hope that you take a DNA test, and then when you get
wait,
back,
wait, hold on.
That you have a good day at work, and then your girl calls you and starts a fight about some shit that she said. It's alright. I don't really care about it anymore.
Wait, no, right here.
I hope that you take a DNA test, and then when you get it back, you find out that your wife is your cousin.
That is the line to beat. He said bad words in an adult. Oh man, your boy just absolutely rules. Legitimately cracks me up. Literally the funniest lyric we've ever heard on the stream. I hope you take a DNA test and find out that your wife is your cousin. It's just perfect. Guys, give it up for your boy. Come on now, show some love. Show some love. That's just hilarious. Hell yeah, you can beat it. You can beat it. Shiloh, get in the queue. Get in the Discord, please. Get in the Discord. Don't just post a bunch of tell me to listen to your track in the chat. Post it in the Discord, all right? Yeah, raising the bar like the Olympics. Yeah, your boy just rules. Hilarious. Good Lord. Let's keep it going. Do more coming up right now. We'll get you up here. We'll keep going from there. Thank you guys for chilling with us tonight. Good night. We're off to a good start. Good night, good music, good friends, good everything, yo. Let's see. From Do More. What do we have today? What do we have here? ITTL slight update. Which one was this? Let's find out. Do More ITTL. Let's hear you.
Stop fighting. It will only hurt more. Just give up. No one will miss you. You may try to escape from the city, but I will always be there. Your hubris is your weakness, because I'm the sun about to win. I am panic.
Shower thoughts take my life.
Shower thoughts.
Full of strife. Shower thoughts, fear is rife. Shower thoughts, take my life. Don't care for how many years to tell you I love my fears. I'll ignore you.
You like the bip pops? What up, Drip Ninja? Welcome.
My mind's like an abode, empty, threatening, infinitely heavy load. Old evil spirits tormenting me. That's how I think too much told of people's what I need. Such a shame I'm beyond my limits. Without getting receiving or sending him away, trying and failing to decipher messages. Which my thoughts and like to premise is forced to respond to lots of wailing. I know that he attacks to panic. Is he this the same person everyone adores? Or am I scorned by everyone? First to be forever shelved aside on the outside looking in.
Shower thoughts take my life. Shower thoughts.
Shower thoughts. You can see this being a TikTok song. Yeah, this chorus is one of a kind.
Shower thoughts take my life. Don't care for how many years to tell you I love my fears. I'll ignore you closed up ears. Humble child, ignore my tears.
It's mysterious.
I'm in a war with my inner psyche. Hate me so much I wanna fight me. Might go blind but I wanna sight see. Don't know who I am, dead I might be. Walking around in the darkest hour. Can't go mad with power if you always flounder the time and place. Can't forgive myself but I hope my soul still turns bright. But the city survives at night and without a light. Cause when its power thrives regardless of the casualness of any city I can see. I'm pretty sure I won't ever be sure of my soul until I'm 6 feet under. But I'll keep my belief and refuse to believe any of his tricks to plunder my life premature.
Shower thoughts take my life. Shower thoughts full of strife. Shower thoughts, fear is rife. Shower thoughts take my life. Don't care for how many.
The shower thoughts is wild.
Tell you I love my fears. I'll ignore you closed up ears.
What's up, y'all? Welcome.
Can't think of the second to last memory me crying for the time after. I recall just lying on a night of the time my dad asked me who couldn't call if I needed bail aside from my family. I thought long and hard, but there wasn't anybody for me to call. My mind broken shocked and my mental was scarred. I felt like I had died on the instant I started to think. And
He's rapping it sounded a little like Cypress Hill.
How long have I ignored my feelings?
Insane in the membrane.
To sort and took the way for so long ever since I was forced to deal with my humanity. Then I thought too much, but I find myself and in the process lost my sanity. Now I come to know that I think too little.
God damn, do more.
Put that on a cracker.
What is ITTL? What is it? I think too little? Something like that? Something like that? Very cool. Yo, Rose Futurismo with the donation. Thank you. We'll get you up after the next track. All right, one more track and then I'll get you up in just a sec. Thank you. And no, I'll look at you guys. Way too kind. All right, both y'all coming up in just a second. Thank you for the support. Sincerely, I mean that. And, fuck the free queue to all y'all out there.
Fuck the free queue.
Yeah. That was a cool track. Could be insane with a good mix. Yeah, it's fun. Like I said, well, I mean, we heard an older version of this track. I don't remember exactly what has changed from the older one. But I think, like I said at the time, that hook, just the phrase "shower thoughts," is such a good hook. I absolutely can. I can see it as, a sound for a reel or for whatever. Because that shower thoughts, and it sounds like the theme song to Shower Thoughts the way he's singing. But yeah, it is a little mysterious. The chord changes, and there's some dark lyrics in there for sure. The rapping, I'll tell you, I mean, there are things I like about it. There are things I like, it's like it's a little odd, not like odd, but maybe like out of character, like just unexpected for Do More. We've heard you do stuff like this before, but a little out of character, but at the same time, I would say like it's gotten like a ton cleaner since like the first time we heard you try something like this, like a ton cleaner, way more articulated in the fast parts. You can, the words are like way more pronounced, and I was able to actually like keep up with a lot of lyrics on the fast parts. The vocal doubles are a little out of sync. That's something that, as the lyrics in the verse get a little faster, a little tricky, it can kind of end. I don't know. Like I said, we keep talking about vocal doubles on the stream so much. But for like fast stuff, they need to be like really tight. So it can be lining them up manually, which is what I end up doing a lot of the time, or there are some other tricks you can do. You can there's a little advanced, but you could have like one gate the other one. You can sidechain it basically to a gate instead of to a compressor. Okay, sorry, super technical. I don't need to get that technical with it. Yeah, the mix is not bad. The performance is pretty cool. It's the track itself. It's just like it's a very compelling and a little strange. It certainly is. It's got a different sound to it, but it's extremely compelling. I don't know. I like the way you're singing, and I just the track is definitely intriguing, but I'm not sure what to make of it overall. I like it though. What would I improve with the mix? I'm not sure. Yeah, like I said, the biggest thing for me was just the vocal doubles in the verse. That's the big one. I mean, it's not like a mix thing in that it's not like a balance thing. It kind of is more of an editing thing, but then it ends up being called, part of mixing a lot of the time. So I'd line those up a little bit. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else that really needs. I don't know. It's cool. A lot of interesting stuff going on. The drum patterns changing up. Just a lot of cool choices in that one. Guys, give it up one more time for Do More. Show some love, y'all. What's up? Someone just got here. I missed your name. Welcome. Like I said, we got these donations that just came in from Rose and from Nas, and we'll get you guys up in a second. Let me play just one free cue right now, and then we'll get these donations up here. Thank you kindly for your support tonight, all y'all, and for chilling with us on this, again, Wednesday night. Beautiful Wednesday here in Denver, Colorado. Almost 9 p.m., 8:51 p.m. We'll be online until about 11 p.m. local time, so that's about another 2 hours and 10 minutes or so. So keep chilling with us. And if you are in the queue, be here when we call for you. That's the one big rule of this stream. You do have to be here when we call you to get up. So stick around. Be here when we call for you. You can kind of follow along in the Discord. Look for the little green check marks that are showing up on the tracks as we play them. Right now, let me just triple check this and make sure I'm not fucking up. Right now, I think, again, I told Hodius I would play his track, which got deleted from the Discord due to a technical error.
Oh, no.
So I think we got that coming up right now. We'll get these donations up, and then Retired Orphan, you are coming up soon. Cayenne coming up soon, and everybody coming up soon. All y'all coming up soon. Who else? Jay Will, Artie, Jeff, Ray Louise, Squid, Matt, Reckless Justice, and more. Stick around, everybody. Discord link is expired. Try it a couple of times, come down. I know it isn't expired because people use it here every day, but every once in a while, for some reason, someone has to refresh it a couple of times to get it to work. Yeah, please do try it a couple of times. if it's not working right away, because the link works. You can also try the link directly to the feedback queue. It's the same Discord channel, but it's a different link. So maybe that'll do it. But the Discord link does work. It just sometimes it doesn't work for people for whatever reason the first time. But yeah, let's keep it going. We have, like I said, free queue from Hodius, and then Rose and Nas coming up with donations in just a sec. Let's check this out and see what it's all about. This one right here, oh yes, rewarded, very short one. It's called Sorrow. Been loving Hodius' stuff. I don't know what else to say. It's been really, really good. What's up, Roland? Welcome. Let's check this out. Sorrow. It's less than a minute long. Again, if you guys haven't heard any of Hodius or Blank Heap of the work before, these really, really nice kind of cinematic sketches, these emotional moments. It's really, really beautiful stuff. This one's called Sorrow. Let's hear it. Yeah, guys, get in the Discord if you want to submit a track. I'll give you the link one more time. This is very delicate. That one little triangle hit. Oh, very, very, very pretty.
Put that on a crack.
Should be scoring for films. Is Hodius scoring for films? All the music that we've heard from Hodius has been like extremely high level, both on a compositional and on a sound engineering level. Yeah, are you doing stuff like that already? It sounds very, very pro. Like I said, this is really beautiful and delicate. Just a couple of nice, simple sounds kind of interwoven with each other. These nice, plucky, short sounds. Just very intimate and miniature, and you can hear all the nuances of the the plucks and the textures. Really pretty. Yeah, everything is just so it's like so tightly in its own place there, that you could do these cool little twiddly melodies and stuff like that and just have one little twiddly note like really, really stand out and give the track a lot of character. Yeah, the more simple you can get your tracks, not always, but generally I would say the better they are, the more you can cut out the extraneous and just kind of like whittle it down to the, the most crucial melodies, rhythms, and, sounds. I feel like the more essential your music becomes. Reminds you of the Marble Machine guy. Yes, I know those videos. Those are very, very cool. And yeah, it is this kind of sound, you have the little like machines, with the, hitting the little bells or plucks or whatever. Very, very cool. This is nice. Yes, I can absolutely see it. Just being great in so many contexts. Very, very functional music. It sounds really good. You sent a 7-minute and 47-second track. Can you unsend that? No. Can you do you have like an edit of that's shorter or something? Because that's like kind of too long for the stream. There's like an unofficial limit here of like 7 minutes, and even that's pretty hard to play. Guys, very nice track we just heard from Hodius. Give it up one more time, Hodius. We'll see. Okay, like I said, we're playing these donations before we get up to you, so you're coming up soon, Retired Orphan. If you have an edit of that, I would greatly appreciate it. If not, we may just like kind of skip through it a little bit. Because even with a donation, like almost 8 minutes is very, very long for this stream. It kind of breaks up the flow a little bit. So we'll figure this out in a minute, but think about it for a sec. Yeah. Let's see what we got here coming up right now. Rose Futurismo. What a great name, by the way. Rose Futurismo. Let me make sure I'm spelling this right as I get you into the donation queue. Can I even get the little accent on the E? Wait, can I do it? Come on. Yes. Oh, the magic of Apple computers. Let's check this out right now and see what we got from Rose. We got Rose and Nas back to back here with the donations. Then we'll come back to the free queue in a sec. Let's check this out. The track is called Good Burger.
On guard, no cap.
Remember this? Remember Good Burger, y'all? Remember Keenan and Kel? Remember all this good stuff? Back in the day. This is exciting. Rose, thank you for sharing. Let's check this out and see what it's all about. Good Burger. Waveform looks sturdy. Waveform looks saucy. Like it is dripping. You could just see the cheese and the sauce dripping off this thing. Let's hear it, yo.
She want my heart, bitch, I give you cash instead. Falling hard, damn, I can't imagine it. Feel something like deja vu. Pull up, treat your crib like a drive-thru. Just bring them buns of meat, and you can keep the bitch. She know I'm getting cheap. Like, baby, I need green. Just tell me what you need. You know I want it. I'll put you on, only if you want it. Just bring them buns of meat, and you can keep the bitch. She know I'm getting cheap. Like, baby, I need green. Just tell me what you need. You know I want it. I'll put you on, only if you want it. Get my bitch down at LV in some off-white jeans and a VV earrings. Drop a bag on a pull up, make a flip like Spike Lee. Strike that ass at lightning. Keep it raining nightly. Gon' need an umbrella. Cruising down I-5 at high speed. Put a 10 beside me. 100 bins in my jeans. Girl, just ask for it. I got cash for it. Niggas sat in out of luck. I got down and ran it up. What? She want my heart, bitch, I give you cash instead. Falling hard, damn, I can't imagine.
Yeah, I really like this one.
Feel something like deja vu. Pull up, treat your crib like a drive-thru. Just bring them buns of meat, and you can keep the bitch. She know I'm getting cheap. Like, baby, I need green. Just tell me what you need. You know I want it. I'll put you on, only if you want it.
Yo, great track, Rose.
Put that on a cracker.
Rose Futurismo with Good Burger. Just a demo, by the way. It says it's just a demo right now. But it sounds pretty good. Super fun. Yeah, I really like this one. This really nice, light, pluggy sound. It's just very chill and snappy, but it's upbeat enough that you can kind of get into the groove here. Yeah, I very, very floaty sound, strong bass on here. It just, yeah, really, really nice production. And then I love how your voice sounds on this beat, man. It sounded really, really good. Voice cuts through very, very nicely. Again, kind of like this light touch, not afraid to like hit some of these high notes and stuff like that. And it sounds very good every time you do. I like that. I really like that moment, toward the end. It hits that very high note and then it like overlaps into the next verse. If you guys have watched this stream a lot, I'm constantly complaining about vocals overlapping, but that is an example of one that's like really, really nice because that high note is such a moment. Where was it? I think it's coming up right here. No, did I miss it? There. Okay, I didn't know where I was on the beat, but yeah, the drive-through, it catches your ear, and then it's like you know what you're saying immediately, and then just getting back into the verse feels good. That's a good moment for some vocal effects, or like a bunch of doubles or something. Really spread that out and just have that moment pop. Very, very cool. And then, damn, what else on this one? I don't know. I like this. Yeah, like I said, it sounds good off the bat for a demo. There's definitely more, room to, play around with the vocal mix and stuff like that, and just have some fun. But really, really nice, clean delivery on this one. I like how your voice sounds on this one. It just fits the vibe really, really, really well. And the lyrics are fun. She's that good burger, guys, give it up one more time. Rose Futurismo coming in strong tonight. Thank you. Fun track. Very, very good. There's Super Chef Flay with the donation. Thanks. Coming up in just a sec. We got one more donation I was going to play right now, and then I said I'd play a free cue after that. So I got you coming up in two tracks. All right. It's sick tight. Coming up in just a sec. Really trying to show love to the free cue today. And as we keep it going in here. Nas coming up with the donation. Thank you. Can it be any song? So this isn't like a general reaction stream. It's more of a stream for musicians to submit their own music. As you can see, we talk about it on a pretty technical level, or a relatively technical level. So if you make music, or if anyone in your life makes music that you want to show us, we'd be happy to discuss. But yeah, not looking for just like a random song off YouTube. So I'm sorry. I'm glad you asked. We've had people like wait like 3 hours to have a song on this stream, and then it's like, yo, I really love this anime music video for this song. I'm like, cool, bro. I don't know. Yeah, good times. Let's get Nas up here and see what we got. Nas coming up to the stage. Again, thank you guys sincerely for supporting the stream tonight. Very kind of y'all. And what do we have here? We got a loud one. It's called Psionic. Yeah, Nas. I told you guys, I saw Nas at Red Rocks. Not Nas music in the chat here, but like Nas. And It was with Schoolboy Q and Flying Lotus. Wild Bill. And someone shot at Schoolboy Q's van while they were while we were up there. And like at Red Rocks, like, you know, beautiful venue. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Red Rocks in Colorado, right outside of Denver. It's a gorgeous open air arena, one of the most beautiful venues in the country, maybe the world. And you know, like you can see like kind of behind the stage in the mountains, like, you know, especially at night, you know, you see kind of the roads, you can see cars driving a little bit, and we saw it all lit up with like police cars. They shut down the entire parking lot of Red Rocks. When we were trying to leave, we were there till like 4 a.m. They were, because the guy who shot into Schoolboy Q's car, he like hopped away into the woods, and they didn't find him. I don't think they ever found him. And so they were like, they shut down the entire parking lot and were like searching cars one by one. My first rapper shooting. I don't know if that was my first. I don't know if I don't know if I could tell you who the other ones were, but maybe my first big rapper shooting. Let's check this out from Nas. Blue Lips by Schoolboy Q, top 5 for you. I was pretty obsessed with Habits and Contradictions for a long time, and I haven't really checked out too much of his other stuff since then. I mean, I know that was a long time ago. But you know, back in the early TDE days, I was getting a lot of spins. I was listening to Schoolboy Q, I was listening to fucking Absol, all that shit a lot. Nowadays, I'm a curmudgeon. Yeah. Listen to autistic people on YouTube. Tell me about you know, video games that I played 20 years ago. Let's check this out from Nas. It's called Psionic. Let's hear you.
Do that on my song. I might make some music, I might fuck the summer up. Who knows, no knows. Yo, got a lot of shit wrong with me. I take too many pills, these night I'm alone. I know some days who gave me. Nobody tells you the truth, no more. I don't know what to believe. Company sexy. I put my foot on the floor. I want somebody to love me. Wanna make money, telling these people my story. I want somebody to trust me. I want somebody to love me more. Damn.
Come on.
Too many drinks inside my system.
Absolutely not.
Falling, feeling down. Drugs inside my body, on my organs wrapping round. One and none is on me, left me looking like a clown. Made it up this here, now I feel like I'ma die on it. I was on me, pretty sure these bitches die on it. Why do I even try? I'ma lose my mind on it.
This is hard, dude.
Die on it.
I want more from the vocals right here.
Mix this shit, I'm on my own. I'ma do that on my song. I'ma make some music.
Maybe I'll throw out more about that.
Who knows, no knows. Got a little shit wrong with me. I take too many pills, these night I'm alone. I know some days don't get me. Nobody tells you the truth no more. I don't know what to believe. Company sexy. I put my foot on the floor. I want somebody to love me. Wanna make money, telling these people my story. I want somebody to trust me. I want somebody to love me.
Damn, that's monumental.
Put that on a cracker.
That's really, yeah, some earth-shaking bass. Very cool sound to that. Intense. You said you recorded this with the MP3. You bought the Wave, and you're going to use it to remix it a little. Yeah, I mean, the bass is loud, but I don't know if I have a problem with it. It's loud. It's like there was really only that one section that I really wanted the vocals to pop like more than they were. Like honestly, because I was thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, the bass is loud, but I love how, you know, it sounded really, really good. The mix, like, you know, it's cool, it's aggressive, you know, it's like there's not like huge drums in here, so you get a lot of like the rhythmic force from the bass and from these like synth chops. You know, there's some drums in here, but they're like mixed down a little bit. The bass is really giving you the rhythm. So you know, it's cool, it's powerful, it's strong, definitely a little loud. I was gonna say, you know, switching out the Wave, the MP3 for the Wave or whatever, it probably won't make like a huge difference sound wise. Honestly, a little bit of a difference. You know, if you want to tamp down the bass, maybe just like a little bit of a low shelf. But I don't know if I want to do that. Like I said, I think I would just go to this part. Where was it? Here. I think I would just go to that part right there. I would double the vocals if they're not already doubled. I can't hear them. I don't think they are. And really crank them and stereo spread them and give them a little distortion. I would just like pop the vocals in that part. I think it would be sick because it really flows nicely the rest of the track. You know, like the vocals, like, yeah, again, you know, they're in a little bit of competition with the bass, but it just kind of fits the vibe. It's kind of cool. I don't know. Like there are things about this mix I really like. You know, and I like how like just intense it sounds. But yeah, maybe just making the vocals really pop in that one moment, I think would just kind of like hit the spot, you know, like hit the spot in terms of like, you know, having like a hooky vocal that like pops out at you versus like the rest of the track just being like a vibe that's like, you know, a little aggressive, little fun, but like, yeah, very, very strong, this track. I like it. What else is there? Do I have anything else mix wise? Really? Like it's a different sound, you know? Like if we turn down the bass, does that do anything? Just take us a filter here. Die on it. It loses something, honestly. I don't know. It's tricky. Like a track like this, like you want the mix to like break the rules a little bit. You know what I mean? So I can see turning down the subs like a hair if you want to, but I kind of like the effect it's having right now. So I don't know. You keep playing with it and maybe, you know, reference some aggressive sounding tracks. I'm not, you know, quite sure what the, you know, fucking hyper pop stuff, Glaive or whatever, or you know, I don't know. You got it. But yeah, sick track here, guys. Give it up one more time for Nas. Sounded good, dude. I like the feeling of that a lot. I like that energy a lot. The energy is really, really strong. Very cutting. Yo, Bowdy, what's up, dude? Been a minute. How you doing? Welcome back. Guys, let's keep it going. Like I said, I promised I'd play a free cue now, so we will. And then we got one more donation, Super Chef Flay, coming up in a second. Now, this track that we're about to play, do we have... let's see what we got here. Let's just figure this out. If this is that long track, like I said, I may just like kind of skip a little section of it and play like most of it. I we'll see. We'll see. Yo, Wero with the donation. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Coming up in just a second, we got this track here, which is, yeah, it's a long one, but we'll skip through it a little bit. And then we got a donation from Super Chef Flay and then Wero coming up in just a second. More free Q coming up soon as well. Thank you guys sincerely for chilling with us tonight. Good night in here so far. And we still got plenty of time. About 2 hours left on the stream. Let's check this out. It's called I Found You on the Other Side of Hell Where You Belong. This looks very dynamic. It looks very cool. I'm sure there's a lot of cool stuff in this song that if we skip through a little bit of it, we'll miss, but it's just got to be that way. Very, very long track. So we'll play some from the beginning here and then, you know, I don't know. Like if there's a section we really, really need to hear, I guess let me know if it's like this big one here. Let's check this out. StarCraft Terran music, my favorite. 7 minutes is very long, not always for some genres, like some genres merit a 7 minute song, but for this stream, it's extremely long. Big intro. Some Sons of Anarchy shit. Big builds. Let's see. Let's get this drop here. Very, very intense. some of these like white noise cymbals. Ooh. Big bass. Pretty damn nice. Things that could be trimmed out if you wanted to consolidate the arrangement a little, but I like how it builds and flows. This is very cool, that big wash. Oh, waves of sound. Yeah. Fuck, I hate skipping through tracks, but let's just go to some of the other parts a little bit and just hear what... Very dark. The vocal effects are wild. Proggy.
To the other side of...
Oh! God damn.
The other side of...
Flashy. Yeah, it's hard to skip through this one because you know that something cool is going to keep happening every couple of bars. Big arrangement. Yeah, this is insane. Whoa. Industrial shit. Is mid-tempo just industrial? Is that just what it is? What did I say? I don't even remember. I say something sus. Mid-tempo kind of just is industrial, right? That's what it sounds like a lot of the times. There's more like mid-tempo groove stuff, but something like this, where it's a little more just like straightforward and punchy. Really nice, lovely washes of sound. Wow. Yeah, extremely cool track. Retired Orphan, I found you on the other side of hell.
Put that on a cracker.
Nice. Metal, industrial, ambient, techno, kind of whatever, mid-tempo, whatever you call it. What more could you want? Yeah, this is cool. Very, very strong and punchy. Tried to listen to it, most of it, as much as we can while still kind of saving a little bit of time here. Again, long for the stream, but I don't think it's long for what it is. I feel like this track just like kind of, I don't know. I think the arrangement at the very least earns a lot of this runtime here. There's very, very cool sounds, effects, transitions, strength to this. At the same time, I can see cutting things, a little quicker. But I don't know, patience on a track like this, it could be really worth it. It could be a standout track on an album or something for somebody just because of how epic and dynamic it is. And yeah, I could tell even just before we press play on it, just looking at the waveform, like, okay, this isn't just a track that just kind of loops for 7 minutes. Like, no, there's clearly a lot going on, in the way it's arranged, and all these parts were beautiful. The in-between kind of, yeah. I love how it just eases on out. Very nice. Very noisy, but still very nice. It just feels pleasant to just kind of be in all of that sound, and especially with how, aggressive the track is. It feels like a nice kind of moment of calming down, even though it still is very juiced up and noisy and dense. Sounds good. The one thing that I thought maybe on this one, I don't know for sure, but maybe on this one, was a little more splash in the high frequencies in the drops, particularly when the drops first come in, but maybe a little accent on the one in the high frequencies every 4 bars or so. I can see doing it. It feels like it I don't know. I don't know how to, man, it's always so hard to put some of these things into words. It sounds maybe like a little too contained or something. Like I could just see like a little bit of brightness there feeling really good and kind of like, adding to the, not like the startling effect it has when the drops come in, but just adding to the punch and the power there. Feels like there's just a tiny little bit of room in the high frequencies to kind of, a little splash of sound, not necessarily a cymbal or whatever. And there are cool cymbals like tucked down in there, but, something, a little burst of noise or something, a little flurry of sound. I feel like there's something that could be cool there. Hard to say. I don't know. That was just my thought. That was my feeling. That was the one thing I'm like, I'd be playing around with something in the high frequencies there, just to give it that slight bit of extra excitement. Like kind of essentially when the drop first hits, but maybe throughout. A really nice track here. Again, I Found You on the Other Side of Hell from Retired Orphan. One more time, y'all give it up. Yes. You did not get skipped, Nick. You are coming up. Where are we in the queue? Coming up soon, we got Cayenne, J. Will, Panem. How do I say it? Yeah, Panem. If you're here, let me know. You're coming up soon. Circular Illusion, a.k.a. Jeff, Ray Louise, Squid Q, Mad Hat, Recluse Justice, more all coming up in the free queue. And we got 2 donations right now, too. Super Chef Flay and Wero are coming up now. So let's get these guys up here, and then we'll get more free queue in just a second. Like I said, if I just called you in the free queue, you're coming up soonish, so be here. Hopefully, is Cayenne still sticking around for your free queue? You're up next in the free queue if you're still here. Jay Will and Panem also coming up soon. Thank you all for chilling with us. Yes. Where are we? What was I clicking on here? This song from Super Chef Flay. That's right. It's a work in progress. Don't know what it's called just yet, but we'll run it. What up, KTO? Can you drop something? Yeah. Get in there. I don't know how long the queue is right now. We got about an hour and a half left on the stream. I believe we have time for probably just about everyone who's still here. We'll see. What's up, Great Computer? How you doing? Let's check this out. Okay, let's play a song, shall we? Super Chef Flay, work in progress, and then we were right after this one. Let's check this out. Let's check it out. Free 8th tonight? Nice. Nice sub in here.
I wanna see you drop.
I love a time shifted delay or a pitch shifted. Nice. That's cool. That's colorful. Maybe even a synth sound, something like this, might be kind of good for what I was talking about on the last one. A little more fizzy, maybe. Like the shuffle on the build.
Move your feet, turn it up.
This feels pretty damn good. Are we calling this tech house? Is that what you call this? Feels very comfy. I'm getting better at telling when things are techno, when they're house, and when they're both. Getting better at it. accoutrements are feeling good here. Tambourine, crash cymbals, those cool downlifter, whizzy effects. A little orbital in this one. Yeah, damn, real nice. Kind of a mix out here, I'm guessing. Yo, let's go.
Put that on a cracker.
Nice track there. Super Chef Flay with a new track. Yeah, Tech House sounds about right. Yeah, fun, danceable, lots of nice production touches in here. I liked it. Like I say, trying to point out all the nice stuff in the high end in those drops. Again, just the high end stuff like can be a lot of your impact, obviously like a bass drop going into your drop can be a lot of impact, right? Like a sub bass drop or something. But high end frequencies, they open up our ears a little more. They can be a little more startling even when they're not as loud, which is nice. So having those, those noises, those resonances, pew, all that kind of shit, the crash cymbals with a little bit of filter on them, the tambourines and hi-hats working together really nice. Again, we don't want all of this all the time, but just having their high frequencies stirred up really nicely on this one feels good. The vocal is cool. Like I said, I really, really like the, when the delay pitch shifts a little bit. It's a cool effect. It feels good on this one. Might have to not meld, but kind of blend the delay with the, I don't know, like blend the sound of the delay with the sound of the vocal a little more, maybe a little more high end on the delay or something, just so it doesn't sound like such a slight contrast when it goes to that first delay hit and it, but whatever, not a big deal. The I guess mix wise, the biggest thing on this for me, and it sounds pretty good. It's not bad at all. It has this like really dominant kick and bass. Like the kick and sub bass are good and they're strong and they're kind of locked in. And like I said, the high frequencies are feeling good. I want a little more juice in the mids on this one. It feels like almost a little scooped or something. I can see some more presence in some of the synths. I could see more presence in the mids of the bass. Maybe treating like the mid frequencies of the bass separately or layering them or whatever. Just bringing them out, more saturation probably. But the synths, the bass, pads, anything that's kind of like chilling in the mids there, especially like the resonant synth basses, stuff like that. Just making sure those are sounding a little juicier. Those are sounding a little more saturated and kind of can compete a little bit more with the power and the steadiness of the low frequencies. I think that's like most of it for this track. But yeah, I really liked a lot of stuff you're doing here. I was noticing in both the builds, the little bit of timing, whatever you call it, the shuffle or whatever on the snare was feeling really good. You could hear the build snare kind of and the accent snares that are already in the beat kind of playing together, which was nice. There's a lot of cool things going on in that one. So yeah, I'm really digging the arrangement and all the production touches. Just a little more like presence and weight in the mid range, I think, is like most of what this track wants, and it's in very good shape. Guys, give it up one more time. Super Chef Flay. Yes. Very nice. And one more donation, Wero, coming up right now, and then more free Q, y'all. Yes, indeed. We'll see. I mean, it's always hard to estimate how long playing through the free queue is actually going to take and how long it's going to take to get to all y'all. But the free queue is stacking up a little bit, and I may end up closing it down a little early tonight. Again, I don't think it's the time to close it like right now, but maybe soon. So if you're out there thinking about posting and you haven't posted, the queue may be closing early tonight, the free queue. So get in there while you can. Do it soon. And in the meantime, let's get this next donation up here, and then we got more free queue. Including your favorites and mine, people such as Cayenne, J. Will, Panim, Jeff, Ray Louis, all coming up. Let's check this out. Right now, we got a track on Spotify from Wero. It's called The Block. And let's check this out and see what it sounds like, y'all. This sounds really, really good. Yeah. That main part is so nice. What are we calling this? Like hard house, maybe? I don't know what you call this. This is dope. More garage, maybe? Okay. Yeah, I guess that little trickiness on the hi-hats gives it a little more garage. Right on, Artie. Yeah, you're coming up soon. Thanks for sticking around. Yes. Jersey Club. Oh no. Denied. Yo, let's go Wero. Great track. That was actually a great track. Really nice. Yeah, that main synth part it's beautiful. These really pure tones, and I just love kind of the, just the 2-note chords just being played really delicately or placed really delicately, and just with this beautiful resonance, and kind of guides the rhythm of the track. Love that right from the jump, and it holds up great. Just great foundation for the song here. Also like how the chords change. There's something that could be really, really cool about going back and forth, like something like this. Going back and forth on a 2-chord progression. On a dance track, because like when you slide the bass note down or whatever, and you slide the tonality down a little bit, it just kind of, it changes the weight of the entire track. And if you can do that, it can be really good for dance or hip hop or stuff like that. We're talking fucking J-Wo thinks I'm ahead in here, but no, talking like something like what is it, like Hard in the Paint or something. The beat, it just goes back and forth between like 2 notes, and it just like, it sounds so good every time it shifts. Shit like that. So I really like that. It's a good technique. It's used well here, especially when you have something like this. You have just kind of like a simple pattern that'll work well transposed. Very cool sound, very cool feel to that. And then I liked it. Yeah, it's got a, I get, the garage for sure. I can hear, I think it's like really the trickiness in the hi-hats that gives it that garaginess. This track is fun. It's bouncy. Like I said, a little housey for sure. Got that Jersey section, which is nice. It hit pretty damn good. But everything just sounds really good and clear on this track. I love it. Just that light resonance just kind of carrying me through the whole track. It's always there. It's always kind of glittering through. I also liked how you changed up the pattern a little bit, like when the vocals started coming in and like took out some of those chords. It's already such a simple pattern, but just a small change. Hopefully some of you guys heard that. Small change, just taking out 1 or 2 of the chords. And leaving more space in that pattern, in that synth pattern when the vocals come in. It does a lot. It really does a lot. It's a good choice. It's always nice to simplify or, kind of, if you're bringing something in, take something out, especially if the dynamic is kind of, moving down or even moving up, taking something out when you bring something in. And, if you don't want to change the whole tone, feel of your track, maybe like, taking out some chords, something like you just did here, is a nice way to do it. So yeah, lots of things that I liked in this track, but, overall just really creative feel to this. I just very, very nice, plucky, chimey synths and, a good feel to this. Guys, give it up one more time. Wero, great track. This just dropped, by the way. This is brand new music. This came out yesterday. So if you like that track, check it out on Spotify. Brand new, The Block. Thank you. Great track. Great track. Let's keep it going. We are into the free queue. Is Cayenne here? Cayenne had a donation early tonight, but if you're still here, you got a free queue. J Will, like I said, coming up in a sec. Panem, that's Artie. You're coming up in just a sec. Jeff, Ray Louis, are you here? You're coming up if you're here. Squid Q, and more all coming up soon. Like I said, the free queue is probably closing a little early tonight, probably closing soon-ish. So if you're not already in there, get in there. Get in there. And let's see. Let's call for, is Cayenne here? I mean, obviously Cayenne was here earlier. Is Cayenne here? I'll give you the courtesy tag, but that only lasts a couple seconds. If no Cayenne, we could go to J Will. which I think we will. Let's get you up here and see what you got. And then, yeah, we get to hear music from Artie for the first time in just a sec. Sweet. Let's check this out. J Will Beats. The track is called How Did We Get Here? How did we get here? Let's check this out. Whoa. Nice, dude.
Yeah.
What is that sample?
Tell me something I don't know. This as good as it gets. As long as you not, then a nigga won't flip. Crash out my whip and bang out on the strip.
Hell yeah.
I'm falling, I won't slip. Chrome heart, chrome lips. My heart is cold, bitch. Jesus, take the wheel steer. Your love is so far, but yet it's so near. Get drunk off old beer. I cry, but won't tear. You talk, but won't hear. Just fear, so weird. Yeah. You left my soul downstairs. I feel I'm fighting Freddy in my freaking nightmare. Yeah, the crowd cheer. The lies that you smear. For sure, you're my peer. I break the right mirror. Reflection of a demon that always up here. Bring that ass over. How big is that rear? Make that thing bounce, bounce. Yeah, baby, have no fear. Kick it in the fifth gear. Let's make one thing clear. How did we get here?
Yes, sir.
How did we get here?
Here.
How did we get here? How did we get here? Yeah, tell me. How did we get here? How did we get here? Yeah. Tell me. Now how did we get here? Now how did we get here? Yeah. How did we get here? Now how did we get here?
Yeah, let's go. J Will, great track.
Put that on a crack.
Great track. Yeah, pretty damn inspired, right? That is good. That is strong. Yeah, this is Paramore's. I don't think I know this song. I looked up the lyrics just to see what it was. This Paramore track on the sample. This is used so well. Really, really strong. I mean, it's just a great hook, and it translates to a great beat. I mean, just it did a really, really solid job with the flip, with the feel of this. Pretty awesome. It sounds like just a very, very strong song. Just off the foundation then. And then it's man, J Will is just so good. It's the lyricism. It's both the lyricism and then it's also the delivery. You can hear, Jay really like kind of playing into the rhyme scheme here so far, but so near. I'm drunk off old beer, like just really like enunciating the words in like a fun and musical way. This is the kind of stuff I'm always trying to point out on the stream when people are doing it right or when I want to hear a little more of it. Just like, don't be afraid to play with your voice, get a little musical, like say things in a particular way, just for the, maybe not just for the fun of it, but just like, I don't know, just the words, the lines just land so much harder, so much realer. It just sounds so much better. When you actually like really get into the vocal delivery, find a way to do it that is like your own, that has your character, whatever. I mean, I'm always going to be inspired by something, but like actually, like picking, a way of delivering your lines rather than just kind of getting through them. Like, like being like, how do I want these lines to land? How do I want it to feel? I really notice these things. They're really kind of one of those like separating the amateurs from the pros kind of things a lot of the time. When, how I've said on this stream, a lot of times that anything in your song can be a hook if you just give it a little, spin, if you give it a little juice, a little flavor, so I mean, this is like, it's like basically one long verse bookended by hooks, and the verse really, really lands because just of the creativity and the delivery. Very cool as always from J Will. Jay sounded so good. One more time for Jay. Hell yeah, dude, that was awesome. What's up, MJ Fun? No links in the chat, please. Get in the Discord. Let's keep it going. We have first time on the stream tonight. Panem, this is RDJ. RDJ coming up. First time on the stream tonight, and this is exciting. It's an exciting moment. The real original RDJ. Yo, welcome to the Ghost House. Welcome to the Ghost House.
Welcome to the Ghost House. Put that on a cracker, dude. On God, no cap.
Ghost House.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yo, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for your patience. Artie's been in the queue for almost 2 hours now. Ghost House tradition. From San Diego, been making music for about 5 years. You do R&B. Nice. Hey, good to have you here tonight. Thanks for the introduction. Thanks for chilling with us and sending in a track. We got one here called True to You. Again, from RDJ from San Diego. Let's check this out and see what it sounds like, y'all. Good vibes on the stream tonight. Hope y'all digging the music. Let's keep it going. Let's check this out. What up, Lex Sarah? How you been?
You the realest girl in the world. Got a nigga feeling so special. You the finest in the whole world. And I just wanna get sexual. Buy you anything you want. Know you wanna have fun. Put you in a brand now. I'ma put you in a brand now. You deserve to get flown out of tight. Body on stick, got you G's out his way. Sexy and you know you a flirt. Sex on the island. Take you down in private. Visit I be a fly chick. I'm Julia. 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 I'm Julia.
Kind of what I was talking about.
You know what I'm on, yeah. Shawty, you the baddest. Shawty, you the baddest, yeah. Shawty, you the baddest, yeah. You know
yeah, great voice, right?
You the realest girl in the whole world. You the realest girl in the whole world. You the baddest chick in the whole world. You the baddest chick in the whole world.
Nice try.
I'm Julia. I'm Julia. I'm Julia. I'm Julia.
Again, great vocal delivery. Yo, let's go.
Put that on a crack.
RDJ, first time on the stream. First time. Sounded damn good, right? Very nice, man. Yeah, nice, strong R&B track, emotional vocal, not emotional, but you know, I feel it. I really feel how you're performing this one. Just sounds very real. You sound good on the mic. Great voice, great control of your voice. Like I say, you know, kind of doing what I was just talking about, like a little spin, a little flavor on how you're singing the words, particularly the chorus. It just gives it more of that character. It gives you more of your personality, kind of, you know, in a way, musical personality on the track. Feels really nice. And yeah, I mean, this song is well written and well performed. A couple little mix things I can hear for sure that I can run through with you. And I think it's like a couple little things that you could tighten up that would make this track really pop and sound great. But like it's already sounded very good, very clear. Yeah, cool things going on in the vocals with those really precise chops, some cool vocal stutters, chops, edits, and then yeah, that like wall of delays is gorgeous. Longtime viewers of the stream will probably already know what I'm about to say, but separating out the high frequencies and the delays, separating out, I guess, kind of like the lead vocal from the high frequencies and the delays, basically just turning down the high frequencies on the delays, going to give the lead vocal a little more presence and going to give it like a little, just a more soothing and deep sound. You know, this is something that we talk about a lot. You know, just checking particularly your high frequencies, sometimes the lows, but particularly the highs on delays and reverbs. just a good thing to always look at. And a lot of times if you turn, put a little high shelf or, a filter on one of these effects and turn them down, you'll still get the feeling, you'll still get the wash and the repeat and the feeling of the delays, but a little less clutter in the mix. And again, having the lead vocals separated out from them is just usually what you want. Other thing on this, I think this track needs a little bit of, what was it? Rule 4. Yeah, a little Rule 4, more saturation, more soft clipper. Not just, like I said, high frequencies on the delays starting to add up to a little bit of brightness, but it kind of overall maybe a little bright sounding on the vocals. And then on the beat, I feel like just like more saturation would give it a little more presence in the bass, just make it feel a little more solid. I feel like these are all the missing links in the mix here. Like this is all the stuff I would be doing if you sent it into mix. So, hopefully this is helpful. But like more saturation on the beat is going to make it like just hit harder. It's going to make the bass sound more present. It's going to make it kind of gel with the vocal more. Like the relative levels are pretty good, but like having a little more density in the sound is going to come from saturation. So try that, and then maybe a little saturation on the vocal, maybe turning down the high frequencies a touch on the vocal and turn the highs down more on the delay. I think this track would be like pretty much where I want it with just those couple of things. But it sounded really, really nice. Like I said, strong performance on this one, really sending it, as they say, on the microphone, which you like to hear. Very, very nice. Guys, give it up one more time. First time on the stream, RDJ. Did you miss your spot in free? You did not. No, stick around. I don't think you did, at least. Not very many people have missed their spots so far. Just one, and I know who they are. Kato with the donation. Thank you. Coming up in just a sec. Let me play one more free cue, and then I'll get you up right after that. And then, like I said, a lot of newbies here tonight. Get in the Discord if you ain't already in there. The free cue is probably going to close pretty soon. So if you haven't already posted it in the Discord, if you haven't already submitted your track for the stream tonight, click this link right now. Get it in the Discord relatively soon, because that Discord will be closing probably in the next few minutes. So that's just a fair warning for y'all. Like I said, let me play one more free cue now, and then we'll get this donation from Kato up here. Thank you guys so much. And I mean that for providing the music for the stream tonight. This is really sweet. Heard some great songs so far, and we still got plenty of time. Over an hour left on the stream, probably closer to an hour and a half. So keep chilling with us. Good vibes in here. Let's, like I said, let's get one more free cue right now, and then we'll play this donation. Circular Illusion, a.k.a. Jeff, coming up to the stream. Yes. Exciting. And then Kato with the donation. We have, is Ray Louis here? You're coming up if you're here. Squid Q, Mad Hat. I'm gonna go ahead and close off the queue, like I said, in the next couple of seconds. So really, if you haven't sent it, like, do it now, or let me know in the chat that you're trying to and you can't. Something like that. Yeah. Let's check this out. From Jeff Minner, he said, "This is your buddy Angelo and you both rap. You produced a song. The project name is Tranquil Idiots." I like that. Tranquil Idiots. The track is called Once I Get a UFO, Don't Be Asking Me for Rides.
On guard, no cap.
Yeah, really cool, right? Let's check this out and see what it's all about from Jeff Minner. Let's hear it, y'all. Hearing a different side of Jeff.
Tiger like a cobra stripes, right inside your view, but out of sight. I'm just like the poltergeist with the ghostly vibe. From the deep recesses and corners of the mind, I arrive in the form of the rhyme. Dragon fist spiral, lyrical revival. Living word just like the Bible. For this wave I need my title, the champ is here. Feel the shift in the atmosphere, staying on point, just like I am a spear. I pierce and appear, tearing through the spheres. I still don't never stop, I've been doing this.
Nice, MJ, thank you.
Far and near, to and fro. Put some evidence to the flow and let myself go. Adventure grows from the depths of my soul into my bones and carries into my life when I set a goal. Feels like I'm always out and on the road, even when I'm home, but still I'm here and never gone. Transformation through the good and bad occasions, training every day for all the coming battles, waiting every chance I have I'm taking to win. The only way in is by going all the way to the greatest extent.
Boing beams from an edge, scatter matter indestructible. Stillness in the pattern as my words strike another blow. The chi of a brush knee, push step faltering. All my neuroses and my fears keep me stumbling.
Slow subtlety will upon secrets, from the tiger's mouth. Hands of clouds, the immortal points the way to the higher realms. Ability of health and wellness, revival of the self.
A story sure to tell myself on long nights awake. A mystery in movement which I still must learn to make. Immortal turtles all the way down, stacked like infinity. The base of my being are these words that cloud my memories.
In leaps and bounds, deep down, so profound I drown. So uplifted, nothing keeps me on the ground. Lyrical launch and pad, launch me from the pad, put me on the track. I'm the Mars rover of rap.
Perhaps I find my consciousness is traveling like interstellar probes that pass the sun's grasp of gravity. Freely, I send a signal direct to Earth's aura. Deep space sentient, surreally in code.
Universal impulse, invoke the soul's journey with swift growth. In the note of creation I pose, channeling the essence of the unknown. Swinging beyond the show, we go.
Starlight in the heavens dim slow.
Bring the temple to life, striking like Kempo.
Enfold future feelings into superpositions.
No superstitions, only good intentions.
Common inventions.
Yeah, pretty cool. Dirty breakbeats and flutes. Yeah. Kinda old Beastie Boys kind of stuff right here. God damn, man. God damn. Yeah, like I said, totally different side of Jeff. All the other tracks we've heard from you, nothing like this. Very cool to hear. Let's go, yo.
Put that on a cracker.
The beat is nice. Still playing out. You can hear it a little bit. Very cool. Yeah, cool production. Punchy drums, fun flutes, definitely old school vibe. It's got that cool, like, kind of Illuminati backpacker alt hip hop kind of vibe. I like that stuff. Yeah, this is cool. Yeah, you know, just punchy sounding beat, but with a little bit of playfulness to it. And then these dudes just dropping these bars on here. Sounding good. I like what y'all are doing. It's fun, creative stuff, creative lyric writing, and the delivery is pretty nice. I don't know whose voice is whose. So I don't know who was first. But I don't know if it was the very first verse or the second verse when it like starts cutting down. I think the drums drop out of the beat and there's like a verse going. Felt like maybe got a little off time there. It was hard to tell. There weren't a lot of cues for the rhythm there when the beat dropped out, like kind of relatively early on. I think it was after like the very first vocal section. And then yeah, what else on this? Yeah, the beat does get a little chaotic, but it's kind of cool, right? You like that. Like it gets like just a little noisy, you know, it starts like building up like a little bit of edge to it, but it's not like overbearing. I can see pushing the vocal, not like pushing the vocals a little more, but I can see like going maybe a little more aggressive with the vocal shaping, more compression, maybe a touch more like filter, tamping down on some of the highs and lows before going into the compressor, and hitting it a little harder. I like there was some delay that came in on the vocals. I thought, right from the beginning, I thought delay would be good on this one, especially once again in like those parts where it drops down a little bit, both to keep the sense of time kind of implied there, but also I don't know, it could give something like this just this cool kind of floaty abstract vibe with like just a very filtered delay, just really cut it down to just a couple frequencies, just like something like that, a little telephone filter on the delay or something could be cool. Yeah, I don't know. I like this track, things you could play around with in the mix or whatever. The production is really cool. The delivery is really cool. And the mix is not bad at all right now. Yeah, a lot that I was liking in this one. Very cool from Jeff Minner. Again, the Tranquil Idiots, the name of this project. Once I get a UFO, don't be asking me for rides. Great song titles. That does a lot for me. I do like when the song titles are elaborate and funny and intriguing and weird. Guys, give it up one more time for Jeff. That was sweet. Thank you, dude. Thank you indeed. Let's keep it moving in here. So yeah, guys, the free queue is indeed shut. It's closed, I'm sorry to say. It's still open for donations if anyone is joining us and wants to do that, but I do not require that of you. That said, we got about an hour left on the stream, and we do have a lot of songs left in the queue and one donation to play. So let's keep it going. We got Kato right now with a donation. After that, we're looking for all these people. Ray Louise, Squid Q, Matt Hat, Recluse Justice, Crystal Kyron, other Kato. I think we have 3 Katos in here tonight, do we? Or at least 2. All y'all are coming up soon. Check in if I haven't seen you in chat in a while. Let's check this out from Kato. Let's check this out from the Kato who put in the dollars here. What do we got? This track, I'm pulling it up. Also, MJ, it looks like you posted your track in the donation section of the Discord. I posted a placeholder for you in the actual queue. So stick around. You're at the end of the queue, but we should be able to play you tonight if you can hang out for a little bit. All right, so hang out. Dude, yes, we have 3 Katos here. We have Kato. We have Kato 6. And then we had KTO is in here too, right? Where's KTO at? We got all the fucking Katos in here tonight. What in the hell?
I like that song.
Let's check this out. Track produced by Kato. So Rare by APOC Crisis. Cool. Let's hear it.
When I need you so real, you know letting it all, so no you cannot so real. I'll be bearing it all and put this shit in so real. You know letting it all, so no you cannot so real. I'll be bearing it all and put this shit in so real. See my haters always in though, smoke you like some Indo. GameCube, Nintendo, go play with your friends, ho. Don't fuck with this real shit, that real shit, that alright. So I get appetizing now like everybody trying to buy it. What you know about that motherfucking dirty South boy? Posting on these posters, got me feeling like that. I destroy that fake shit, now what force I'm at? I can sense you trying to drop the dust, but really it's just dead. Oh really, we gon' get some up, but you don't wanna go there. Boy, I've been the way you from, and man, there be some hoes there. Niggas trying to take my style when I heard some they be so scared. You know I be one of ones when other me be so rare. You know letting it all, so no you cannot so rare. I'll be bearing it all and put that shit on so rare. You know letting it all, so no you cannot so rare. I'll be bearing it all and put that shit on so rare.
So rare with it, got the yo tank whipping, cooking propane, flipping, see my gold chain flicking. So rare with it, got the yo tank whipping, cooking propane, flipping, see my gold chain flicking. Pieced up, creased up, staying dressed to impress. Big balls, belt buckle under my Mitchell and Ness. I pull up in 5-0, be looking to run on my place. I'm rocking that camo like I'm hunting, empty the buck in their face. I'm on that south side with green wheel, ride dirty homie like all night. Shooters up in these windows if your team tried and they all snipe. Jocking what we doing, stock improving, eyes on Maybach. Stock and shooting, still the stock improving, this you can't play.
Yeah, real strong, man. No, come on. Whoa. Nah, that's got to come in earlier. That's so cool. I don't know. Maybe it's good right here, but fuck, is that cool? Oh, that bass made me so happy. Yeah, goddamn. Yeah, really, really nice production and lyrics. This is this sounds like an original track you're working on with the art. Like a lot of Kato stuff you sent in has been like either acapellas or it's like using the vocals more as like an instrument. This sounds like an original production, original. Yo, very, very nice. Yo, let's go.
Put that on a crack.
Yeah, okay. We got Kato working with this artist, APOC Crisis. Cool name. The track's called So Rare, and Kato here in the chat. Just Kato. The producer of that one. Very strong, man. I don't know. We got to get a GoFundMe together, get Kato to send us all his drum folder because my God, the sounds are always so good. Just really, really just punchy, great textures. Just really, really make the mix feel strong and smooth and powerful. Just kind of does it all. I mean, everything's just dialed in. It sounds really, really good. And then, yeah, all the usual accoutrements, bells and whistles. Nice arrangement to this. That bass, magical. Come on, man. That was so cool. Yeah. It's, I don't know. Not that I have mixed feelings about like saving like a part that I feel like is, just like a delight in the track for like the last third of it. Like you can do that. You could do that. But I don't know. It might be cool to like tease it earlier. What if it cuts in for like a quarter second earlier, you know? What if it just cuts in for like just the fill, and then it just cuts out? What? That would be cool. I don't know. It would be sick. Something like that. I could see teasing it. I don't know. It's cool where it comes in. Fuck. I always have these debates. These are things that come up all the time in the studio, particularly when you have like, let's say like 3 choruses in a song and you're like layering each of them, and then you like really send it for the last one, and you like come up with all these cool parts that you're like, fuck, should we bring this in earlier? Like sometimes you want to, sometimes you don't. It's a matter of taste and it's a matter of restraint. This is that bass just like makes the feel of this like so sick though. So I don't know. I'm of a mixed mind about it. You know, having it just come in and just this one special spot, the last kind of verse, and just feeling good there versus, you know, doing something with it throughout the rest of the track. But I don't know, I like it either way. I really like it. I'm glad it's in there at all, and you know, just really lit up the track. Yeah, man. You want to bring it in earlier because it hits, but if you save it for the last, it feels more rewarding. Yeah, found it perfect where it was. I do like I do like stuff like that sometimes. I really do like stuff like that sometimes. I'm trying to think. What was it? Some LP track. I forgot. One of LP's tracks on the solo albums. Like just totally like changing the chord structure for the last verse of the track. Something like that. Like, I don't know. Sometimes stuff like that can be really cool. This felt good. Yeah, that bass basically made me stand and clap. In my head, I was doing that. But yeah, great sounding track. Great feel on this. What was I going to say with the vocals? I feel like there was one thing with the sound of the vocals.
Nintendo, go play with so Frank wants one other meet me so real.
I like this melody on the chorus a lot. That was definitely one thing I wanted to say. And then maybe bringing them up a little bit. Maybe just bringing them up a little bit. But that's about it. Yo, a great track here. Kato and Epoch Crisis. One more time. Give it up for these guys. Oh, yeah. Yo, Tashis, what's up, dude? What's up, my friend? You are getting here late tonight. I do have the free queue closed, as I'm sure y'all are noticing out there. But we still got about an hour on the stream. We got a lot of songs to play. Hopefully we can hear from everybody. We're going to see as we keep it going. He mixed his own vocals. That's all right. All right. Yeah, and not the worst. Other Kato asking, what's a good, decent mic? What'd you say here? Industry standard. You're working with an AKG P220 and want to upgrade. Damn. It's a good question. I don't know, man. I really have a hard time recommending anything other than the SM7 to people doing rap or people looking for like a mic that's not going to cost them like $2,000. Like, it's hard to do much better than this guy right here that I'm speaking into. If you want, presence and a little bit of grit, for your rap track, dude, I don't know. Anyone got any good mic recommendations? I do know a decent bit about microphones. At the same time, I've been, using the same mics for many years at this point now. I haven't really added too much to the roster. AT4040 or AT2020. I used to have a 2020. I really didn't like it personally, but I've heard people do very good recordings with it. I've heard people do great vocal recordings with an AT2020. I think I talked about this with you before, probably. I've talked about it with certain people on the stream before. Yeah, I had a 2020, like, not just when I was first starting off, but, like for a while. And the highs, were exactly my problem with them. And that's like a problem with a lot of budget mics, is the highs get a little... I don't know. They break up in an unflattering way. They break up in a way that sounds a little like electronic. I really don't know how to say it, but you start trying to like EQ and bring out the frequencies, and there's like just harshness there. I was feeling that with the 2020. SM58, if you're looking for a $100 mic, that'll do you well. That is true. Is an SM58 still $100 in today's world? They were for like, I don't know, many, many years. Starting at 110 now. They went up a little bit. 109. Good mic. Aston Spirit, $400. Wonder Dog also uses SM7B. You bought 60s Sennheiser LCD sound system mic. Wait, which mic? We never talk about mics on the stream. Very rarely. Very rarely. The 409. Oh, this is a classic mic. For the flat one, I didn't know that dude sung into this one. This is just what came up when I did a little search for it. It said it was this guy here. This is most often used on guitar cabinets, but maybe you could sing into it and it would sound good. I don't know. Why the hell not? Rode NT1, Rode NTW. Yeah. The first studio I worked at, which was not great, and we did not have good gear or clients. Like one of the nice mics we had was a Rode, and even that one had like a little bit of that harsh digital high frequency. I also didn't know what I was doing at the time. I probably had all my preamps set wrong. Yeah, Rodes are nice mics generally. I don't remember which model we had back. It was probably like a super cheap one. At a certain point in the studio I started at, we got like a C414, and it was like our nice mic, you know. We were not very high end. Yeah. What's up, Zuzus? Welcome. Yeah, I was definitely able to find ways to fuck up the sound of a mid-range Rode microphone when I was starting off. There's I don't know, there's something to be said that like, probably most mics you can get some sort of workable sound out of if you're not worried, if you're willing to, like steer your sound in a certain direction to be flattering to, your voice in the mic. It kind of might like box you in to certain styles of mixing. Whereas, maybe like a cleaner, nicer mic will have like, a little more options for how direct you can get the sound. I don't know. All the gear talk is a little overblown. Like, yeah, maybe at a certain point you need to get something really nice, but Shure SM58, like I said, $100. That was a good suggestion. It doesn't sound that crazy different from this. I bet you if we did a little blind test back to back, you couldn't tell the difference. Let's keep it going. We were looking for Ray Louis, who I haven't seen in chat tonight. Squid Q, who I have seen, but hours ago. Is Squid still here? Guys, if you hear your name right now, check in. Very important that I know you're here. Ray Louis looks like you're not here. There's nothing in the queue, but Squid Q, let me know if you're here. Squid Q would be coming up right now. Matt Hat, I believe, is still here. I think I just saw you in the chat a second ago coming up. Recluse Justice, Crystal Kyron, Kato, the other Kato, Hack, Nick Domingo, Sicko, Wallace, Come Down, Kinda Good, Great Computer, the third Kato, like Sarah and MJ are all in the queue. We're trying to get to all you on the next hour. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we got this. We got this, everybody. We're doing it. All right. Literal last call for Ray Louis. Last call for Squid Q. Last call. Squid Q.
Who the fuck is that guy?
No, we know Squid. We like Squid, but are you not here? Okay. Matt the Hat. Let's get you up here. And then, yeah, Recluse coming up. Crystal Kyrie. All y'all coming up. Let's check this out and see what we got. Now, Matt the Hat's first song of tonight, the song you donated for at the beginning of the stream, was absolutely choice. One of the best tracks we've heard on this stream. And the bar is very high. We've heard a lot of great music on this stream, but that is instantly one of the more memorable tracks. We have something coming up right now, 64 bars. 64 bars. 58 has the same internals as the SM7. The only difference is the casing, or the main difference. You have them both in front of you. You've taken them apart. SMB has switches in the back. It does. You have your filter and I think a gain. S7B is insanely low gain. You need a cloud lifter. I don't agree with that. A lot of people say that is true. I don't think it's true. I use the SMB. I mean, right now this is just going direct into a podcast mixer, and it sounds pretty damn good, I think. And when I record, I plug it into any preamp I want. It sounds really good. I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends on what kind of vocal you're trying to do with it. If you're trying to do something a little more delicate, when the artist has to be like further away from the mic, you might really need to crank the signal. But for most use cases for the SM7, that's pretty good. If you have preamps, you don't need one. No, but a lifter is something you would put in between the mic and a preamp. Like the mic's always going into a preamp. It can't not go into a preamp. Need a cloud lifter into most interfaces plus 25 dB. I don't know. Maybe because this is a podcast mixer, it's set up to work with the SM7 a little better. Maybe I've just had good luck in plugging this thing in, but I've never had an issue with the level of this thing. I've never felt the need to buy one of these cloud lifters, but a lot of people do swear by them. Maybe I'll try them one day. Let's keep it going and play this track. Matt Hat. This is an older verse that's been repurposed. Second half of a longer song, not actually 64 bars. All good. Let's check it out.
Yeah, I think they forgot I'm him. My DNA's 100% Himalayan. Every rhyme has got two sides, the yang and the yin, the new and the full, the new and the old, the food and the gin. Shouts out to the third Lupin. Hats off, about to blow like a grenade with no Tell me what's wrong with this picture. Matt Hat rapping in a cup with no liquor. Blood of a god in my veins, I got the ichor. They say that I'm the illest, but I keep getting sicker. Paradoxical oxymoron, I'm getting turned every day like a doorknob. More knocks in my kicks than the door's got. Stepping to Matt, my first name ain't Doorstop. If you talking about money, just text me. Confidence taller than a brontosaurus neck bee. Ready to pop, you know I'm on attack. Had to spit a quick 64 for him, that's a stack. 64 foreign sitting in garages is a trap. You be happier sipping tea on an island near Japan. Fuck the buy shit, sell shit, capitalism. My music is everything that the mainstream isn't. I took a few years off, came back refreshed, landed myself a Venus, now I'm fly to death.
Nice. Venus, fly to death.
Put that on a crack.
Tasty. Yeah. It was fly. It was. Q is closed. It is. I'm sorry, Crash Bandit. Getting here late tonight. It sounded like the recording had a decent amount of echo. I'll be honest. I didn't. I don't know if I was catching that. I was wondering if you had like another tab opener or something. No way. I don't know. Let me hear it one more time. See if I can
Oxymoron, I'm getting turned every day like a doorknob. More knocks in my kicks than the door's got. Stepping to Matt, my first name ain't Doorstop. If you talking about money, just text me. Confidence taller than a brontosaurus neck bee. Ready to pop, you know I'm on attack. Had to spit a quick.
What is there? Just like a tiny bit of slapback or something? It sounds good to me. Yeah, I think it sounds good. It didn't catch my ear in a strange way or anything like that. Yeah. I like this. This sounds fat. It sounds thick. It sounds good. Matt's always got bars, man. Matt sounded good. It's an old verse, but I don't know. Matt's just always got it. Oh man, can we play the fucking Mario one again? Sorry, I got to do it. Matt, I mean, this track, nothing wrong with it. I love it, but can we just really quick? Can we just?
Yeah. Jump on the beat like Mario, M on the hat like Mario, flipping shit up like Wario, spit like Birdo, that's an enemy from Mario. Eating this beat, Agario, feel somewhat neutral about shrooms like Mario, got some questions on my head like Mario, kick a Koopa off a cliff, real Fario, I stand with Luigi like Mario, good pipe like Mario, I'm trying to get to the peach like Mario, all about my paper like Paper Mario, step on a Goomba, do a little dance like Zumba, stay in my room like a Roomba, never had warts on my hog, so don't call me Pumbaa, but you can still call me Mario.
Still got it.
Put that on a crack.
Still got it. Holy shit. It's the best. Central word type rap. Yeah. Hey, no, we rhymed Mario with Fario and Wario. That's a rhyme scheme. Agario. Y'all ever play that? That was a good game. These are all legitimate rhymes. Yeah. Fuck, that's fun. Matt just absolutely rules. Yeah, I like the track we just heard. The 64 bars was dope, man. Keep it going. Keep doing your thing. The beat on that one was really, really sick. And that Mario track I'm going to just listen to when I get up in the morning every day. Yo, guys, give it up one more time for Matt Hat. The one and only. Oh, yeah. That was extremely sick. Man. I miss all our fun stream effects. You mentioned it today, and I had been thinking about it. I'm like, why are these not working? I miss the smoke. I miss the ghosts. What if I just turn them on and it just magically works? Can we do this? Yeah, we got more music to play. We'll get it up. Just get new ones. No, it's the problem is it just they won't trigger. Like they just stop triggering, and I legit don't know how to like resync them. Let's see. Let's see here. Channel points. Okay, and then trigger fire or whatever. Use a new service. Yeah, I don't know the alternatives to this trigger fire, which was putting them on the screen. I'm sure there were other things too that can activate a scene in OBS. What else can do that? How else do I do that? How else can you use like link up channel points to like change a scene in OBS? Ryan Saunders, 27 months. God damn, thank you. Built-in Twitch alerts. Okay, but like, okay, wait. So it's hard to parse. Like the stream effects, like the stuff that, like, the smoke and the gunshots and all that stuff, like those are in a scene in OBS and they're all on their own layers and it just like turns the layer on the scene on or off. Add it to your overlay on OBS connected to channel points. Okay, maybe if I change the way I formatted it, maybe I could do it. I'll play around with it. Because, yeah, I miss the shots fired and I miss all the smoke. I do. Hard to explain over text. I got it. I'll take a look. All right, good call. Let's keep it like I'm tempted to just turn one of these on and just see if it works. Can we just turn on the smoke and just see if it just like randomly works somehow? Come on. Ah, fuck. No. I don't know what I got to do. I got to change my port or something. I have no idea. Let's keep the music going. Who's coming up? Recluse Justice. Let's get you up here. Thank you guys for sticking around through all the thick and thin here. I should turn that smoke alert off because it does nothing. The track we're about to hear is a rough demo that you produced and wrote. A snippet for a conceptual track. Well, you know I like some concepts. The track is called Alien Invasion. It is indeed a snippet coming in at 39 seconds here. Let's take a listen and see what we got. Recluse Justice. Let's hear it, yo. Thank you. Okay, yeah, that was pretty sweet. A lot going on.
Put that on a cracker.
A lot going on in those 39 seconds. But very cool. Wow, lots of stuff happening, and the production, the vocal layering, but very fun. Yeah, once again, hearing that like old school Michael Jackson influence in the production, very cool. Some of these like what is it, like these orchestra hit sounds, these like old samples and stuff like that, just sound very, very cool in here. Very tight and snappy, poppy and fun. That organ coming in on the beat was a total surprise. Very cool. And then Alien Invasion. It's catchy. It's a good melody. But yeah, the vocals are layered like crazy. Need some cleaning up for sure. Like, with just so much layering and so much information and so much stuff going on kind of all at once, kind of separating out some things or whatever, at least making sure that like the lead vocal and, the rest of the layered vocals have like a little bit more of their own place. They get a little cluttered in here, but it's really nice. Like I said, it's a fun, catchy melody. Like I like that as a hook. Alien Invasion is a fun concept for a song. Why not? Alien Invasion, we're having a good time. It's a party, y'all. So I like that. Just needs to be cleaned up a little bit in the mix, but mostly like I think in the arrangement, like just like making sure that like as the song like actually builds when you're putting it all together, that like things not too much comes in overloading you like all at once up front, like giving it a little bit of staggering to introduce the elements, even if they all end up kind of like playing together when it hits the hooks or whatever. I think you can get away with it. But, it just needs like a little bit of whatever you call it, and a little bit of like staggering out the parts as you arrange. The first part will be different, and then when the aliens invade, it'll be more into this. So it's going to have like a more conceptual intro, kind of, or a more conceptual first section, and then the aliens invade, and then we're having a good time. Cool. I like it. This needs a really elaborate music video. This needs like an old school 90s like MJ music video. You guys, I mean, I don't know. Most of y'all probably not old enough, but to... oh man, Michael Jackson? Anyone? No, like his long form music videos used to be like fucking movies. They would be like 12 or 20 minutes long, and they would, they would debut on like all the major TV networks at once. It was crazy. Does anyone remember this shit? Like all of the network TVs like would just be like, we're playing the new Michael Jackson video tonight at 8:00 or whatever, and it would be like you were sitting down to watch a feature film. Crazy. So yeah, this needs one of those videos because like the concept really lends it to it. Saw those as a kid. Yeah, what was it? The one where he turns into like a fucking puma or panther or something. There was the black or white. I think that one got one of those. Jam, the one with all the ghosts. Like I remember all of these being like big TV events when I was a kid. Kind of giving away my age here a little bit. Sick track, Recluse Justice. Guys, give it up one more time. You remember thinking he was a woman when you were a child? You were like 6. Yeah. A transformative musician for sure in many ways. Let's keep it moving. Crystal Kyron coming up. Let's get you up here. And then we'll keep going from there. More music, of course, until about the end of the hour. I think we're getting through everybody in the queue very comfortably here. If you're already in there, you should be coming up soon. Like I said, Kato, Hack, Nick Domingo, Sicko, Gone Wallace, the next couple of people on my screen. Come down. Kind of good. I see y'all. You're coming up soon. Let's check this out right now from Crystal Kyron, who has a long comment on this that I will read some of. It's a nocturne in the style of Chopin. ABA structure, A minor to E minor back to A minor. We can't use the piano with the falling notes software anymore. Oh no. That's a shame. Let's check this out. See, we got Nocturne in A minor from Crystal Kyron. Let's run it, y'all. I'm going to go grab a water bottle from right there. I can still hear this, and I will be back in about 20 seconds. Nice chord. Yeah, progressions are very nice. I'm guessing this is programmed. I would like, it would be nice to hear like a little more nuance in the playing, but I get it. I get the vibe. Whoa, cool. I'm not that familiar with too much Chopin stuff either, to be honest. So there might be little tricks in here or references that I'm missing. Huh. Very nice and cozy how it settled into that. Chopin and Screwed. Nice. Ooh. Very, very nice. More of that. Yeah, we want more of that. Feels cool as it's heading back into here. Feels good how it came back in there. loud section. Please, no raw style. Please, for the love of God. I might quit the stream forever. That was satisfying to watch in mini meters. Short drop. Yeah. Every moment in here that there was just the tiniest little bit of rubato, like the little tempo sliding, it just felt so good. It needs like so much more of that. But yeah, really, really nice.
Put that on a cracker.
Very nice here. What's the time? Doing some composition. I love it. Are you like getting deep into like the theory and this kind of stuff? Or are you doing this by ear? Or are you like it's very cool either way. Yeah, the very nice and natural compositions here. I like it. Like I said, I mean, you know, the fluidity on the playing here would really, really make this, because like there were so many times in here I can tell, especially like on the left hand, if it was just a little more fluid, a little more dynamic, a little softer, a little slower at certain parts, it would just like break this track wide open. This track, you know, this piece. I think it just needs all of that to like kind of like have the feel that it's going for. But like it's really, really nice, really, really nice transitions, logical chord progressions, you know, just really, really pleasant patterns throughout here. And like I said, every time there was a little bit of fluctuation in the velocities or the timing, it just sounded so good that you know, just a natural performance of this I think would go so insanely hard, because the composition is really sound. It's very, very solid. You know, moving throughout the different sections, there's different you know, chord centers was handled really well. Very, very elegant transitions, and you know, the little flourishes and the melodies in here and everything was all really, really nice. Just needs a little bit of that natural touch. But yeah, is that something AI could do, guys? Ooh, a new AI use case. Can you hand it a piano track that you programmed in with like no timing, velocity information really, and can it like give it some nuance and humanity? Can we do that yet? I'm very excited for what all this AI stuff is going to do. I'm sorry to bring it up all the time, but you know, something like that could be very cool. Guys, give it up one more time for Crystal Kyron. AI mastering, yeah, for sure, yeah, and I've seen all that stuff. And I mean, obviously, AI can just make the whole damn song for you now too. But you know, I'm very interested in these things that are like actual tools for a musician. You know, AI sample generation. You know, for your drum sounds, or you know, even your vocal chops or whatever. All that kind of stuff I feel like is very useful. But you know, tools to help you like kind of take something that you write or that you create and turn it into the finished product that you want it to be. You know, on a more like molecular level, I think could be cool. Yeah, very nice. Resurrects Chopin and AI prison hellscape. Yeah, bad times. Well, let's not do any of that. Sometimes dead is better. Let's keep it going, y'all. Who's coming up? Kato. KTOW. Just so we can sort through all the Katos in here tonight. Let's get you up here and see what you got. And then who else is coming up? Everyone else is coming up. Stick with us. Hack, Nick Domingo, Sicko, Gone Wallace, Come Down, Kinda Good, and several others. Let's give this a listen and see what it's all about. This track, whoops, here it is. Kato featuring Marshall Alone. Can't remember if you sent this in before. I don't think so. I know I've seen like the album cover before, but first, well, actually, fuck. I was gonna say I usually, I'll have the track liked if you've sent it in before, but I guess I was on a different YouTube account. It started fucking me over, like not using my ad block on the YouTube, so I switched to. I have a premium account, just not on the studio channel. All right, let's see what we got here. Kato featuring Marshall. It's called Alone. I don't think we heard it, but maybe we did. We'll find out. Let's give it a listen, yo.
She a diva, you a little fish, I'm a seeker. The way we ride round, leave them speechless. Smoke like 9 pounds in a swisher. I'm like, baby, can't you tell? Baby, can't you tell? These other lanes be so scared. I had to take her to a place. Maybe sometime I'll show you where. I'm all alone, texting my phone. Tell me, are you at home? I'm all alone, texting my phone. Tell me, are you at home? Think she's catching feelings, too bad that my heart's not dealing. Love, tried that bitch and now I'm out here bleeding. Stitch me up, she suck it up. Vampire season. Do you walk so dirty, it feels like it's treason. Wish you did me different when I'm out here Bentley beaming. Forgive you not to the haters, hope you catch me blinking. Fuck you. I know the game, yeah, the streets hurt me demon. Show me mercy, yeah, I'm thirsty and you got me fiending. Think I'm dreaming, got me scheming, I don't need no reason. Getting close to you enough, nah, there ain't no freezing ever. Cold like January, yeah, my heart's been seeking. Where you at? Leave me out to freeze, good thing I've been chiefing. Mary Jane on the line, she ain't ever leaving. Don't forget the team pour up, so we always leaning. Yeah, we leaning. You set me straight, but I'm out in the deep end. Here we go. Sink or swim, forget what you've been teaching. I'm all alone, texting my phone. Tell me, are you at home? I'm all alone, texting my phone. Tell me, are you at home?
All alone. Ooh, slow down. This track was from a year ago. I feel like these slowdowns were a little more in a year ago. Yo, very nice. Kato and Marshall. Track's called Alone.
Put that on a crack.
Sounding good. Sounding pretty good. Hell yeah. Nice. Look, I mean, just right off the bat, I'll say, like I said, this is an older track. This track being uploaded a year ago. We've heard more recent stuff from Kato, and I feel like you've made like huge improvements in that time. Like just in terms of how comfortable you sound on the track. Like the flow in this track, not bad at all. Like it had that space that I'm always talking about. You know, the lines were spaced out nicely. They were even. You sounded steady in the delivery. But I feel like you just sound so much more like comfortable on the tracks and the stuff you've been showing us lately. So it's fun to like kind of go back and like hear that difference. Like I said, it's not like in some ways it's not like a profound difference. Like, it's still the same person, but I feel like like I say, you feel just more at ease on the track now. And that's like so important in music. It's a small thing, but it can make a big difference. This one's nice. Like the feel of this is pretty good. The beat bumps, the hook on this one is actually really nice. Just chill, catchy vibe. And vocal delivery, not bad at all, but just like I said, I've heard for sure improvements in what you're doing over the course of the last year or so. Newer tracks just feeling a lot more just kind of like lived in and settled into, and just more focus, more direction, all that stuff. So not bad, nothing wrong on this one, but kind of cool to go back and like hear. It sounds like a little bit of contrast to me, because I feel like you sound just a lot more comfy and a lot more yourself these days on the tracks. Very nice. This track was remixed a year ago. It's even 2 or 3 years old. Wow. Yeah. Some big improvements in those 2 or 3 years for sure, man. Like I said, on a technical level, this is not bad at all. The vocals have some space. The beat feels good. Like everything feels pretty good. All good stuff. Guys, you got to give it up one more time. Kato. Second Kato of the stream. We'll see if we can play Kato number 3. I don't know if Kato number 3 is still here or whatever. We'll figure that out in a minute. But more tracks coming up right now. Hack is coming up. Let's get you up here. Nick Domingo, right after that, you're coming up. Nick Domingo, I saw in the chat, is trying to fix the name came off of your guitar amp. Like it has the lettering on there and it came off. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That happens, though. That's like, I don't know. I feel like that's just kind of like a fact of life with amps. You have an amp for long enough, it's going to be missing some things. Yeah. Let's check this out. We have a track here from Just Hack. What do we got here? Original track by Fisher and Kaida Alexander. It's called Atmosphere. This was Tech House, but you took it into something a little bit more beautiful, it says. Hashtag melodic dubstep, kind of something. I don't know. Let's check this out. Atmosphere Levitate remix. Levitate. Let's hear it.
Think about you all the time. Late at night, you're on my mind. Always wonder by my side. Hey, come on, what's up tonight? I could be your alibi. Always wonder by my side. You got me spinning in your atmosphere. It feels so good, I wanna stay right here.
Whoa, interesting.
You got me spinning in your atmosphere.
I was going to say, I'm instantly loving this. That one vocal note took me out a little. That's weird. Might have to tune that. Is this a multiple person project? Levitate. I mean, I still love it, but that note is strange. A little bit of Zale in here. I can hear that. Hell yeah. This is beautiful. Yeah, the progression just works so well with the vocal. Bask in the glory. Heavy melodic. No, sorry. My finger slipped. I've never done that. I've done that once before ever. I'm sorry. So embarrassing. I had one job. Play the song. For real.
Think about you all the time. Late at night, you're on my mind. Always wonder by my side. Hey, come on, what's up tonight?
This progression with this vocal melody is like so insanely good. It sounds like serious. It sounds important. Tune that note. Just bring it up. It's happening again right here. Still have some mixing to do. Yeah, mixing fair enough, but like that's, I don't know. Or make it so at the end of the syllable, instead of going down, it goes up. Right here. Right? Is that maybe like that? I don't know. I feel like that's going to need some tuning to like get it to sound right to me. Ooh, magical drop. Just enter a wormhole type beat. Nice. Yeah, really, really pretty. Beautiful, beautiful textures of that track. That's gorgeous. Yeah. Really nice and floaty feel to that. I like it. You know, it has some, does it? I think it has some notes that stay consistent. Yeah, that guitar note, like staying consistent as the chord. I was like 90% sure. I'm just like, let me replay that just in case I'm saying something insane right now. But having those guitar notes like staying while the chords are changing, it creates this really nice kind of suspended feel where you're just kind of like in a little bit of anticipation. You know, you're waiting for this resolve. It feels really, really nice. And like I said, it fits the vocal beautifully. That note, it rubs me. It for sure rubs me the wrong way. And like I said, I feel like there are ways to fix it, but I feel like they're all, whoa, Ghostface. I feel like they're all involving a little bit of tuning, like either tuning or changing the chords, but I don't think we want to change the chords. I think like, I think this is so trippy. I think, I don't think there's anything wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with like changing the note on a vocal in a remix. Is this like a morality ethics kind of thing? Like we can't touch it? I don't know. It sounds weird. What's up? Game in with Yeshua. Welcome. Can you submit? Yes and no. Well, I guess more no. You're coming here like right toward the end of the stream. Free queue is closed. We're still open for donations if you like, and you could use the skip command if you want to get on the stream tonight. But the free queue is closed tonight. I'll be back. Next stream is next Monday. We stream every Monday through Wednesday. So forgive me, but yeah, you're showing up a little late. Glad you found us though. Welcome. It keeps you fixated, humanization and weirdness with that note. Let me just hear it one more time. So it sounds a little sour because everything else is just so consonant. Like I said, even if it dipped down to that one note and then it came back up at the end, I think it'd be cool. It's not dissonant. It's dissonant. No, really? I don't know. Whatever. Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, okay, if I was working with someone, they brought me this song to, kind of finalize, and they said, look, do whatever you want to it, but that needs to stay. I'm trying to think of what I would do. Let me hear it one more time. Sorry, this is important. Like maybe if it was more of not like a build there, but maybe if it was more of like kind of a hype section there, like the little bit of dissonance could be adding to the energy instead of like kind of distracting from like the melodicness of it. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. This is a 3-person project. Did anyone bring this up? Is it just me? Did everyone like it and it's just me? I don't know. To me, I feel like this would be like some sort of argument between collaborators and, would have to be resolved one way or another. But I don't know. I could be totally wrong. But yeah, I really, really like this track. That's the one thing that even just gave me the slightest bit of pause. The rest of it I thought was really beautiful. Well done. Like I said, that last drop, it feels like you just kind of go through a portal wormhole thing. It just has the cool filters. Sweet. Yeah, very cool. Guys, give it up one more time for Just Hack and Levitate. Kind of good. What up, Ed McGee? How you doing, dude? It has been a long time indeed. Yeah, again, sorry to repeat myself. If everyone, for all y'all just joining us, you are getting here a little late. I do have the queue closed. But we're partying here for another 20 to 30 minutes, something like that, as we keep playing through these songs that have been submitted earlier. We've had people waiting in the queue for over 2 hours. Nick Domingo coming up right now. We'll get you up here with something cool. And then we'll keep going from there. What was I going to say? I feel like I had something good to say. Oh, I don't know. Probably not, right? That one note is like the keynote in the chorus for you. I'm sure there's a way to make it work. I do truly believe that there's a way to make any musical idea work, and it's kind of like on the job of, essentially me as an engineer to figure it out a lot of the time. It's the job of the producer or engineer. Like if you feel, if whoever's producing or composing or whatever, it like feels really, really strongly about an idea, that I feel like there's a way to make it work. Always. And it can take some finagling with, it can really take like mixing some things up in the mix, the arrangement, the production to like actually get it to work. But I don't know. It could work. It could work. To me right now, it doesn't, but it could. Yeah. Let's keep it going right now with, who did I say? Nick Domingo. 3 different variations of the intro stinger for Midnight Stories, and we get to pick the best one.
On God, no cap.
Sweet. Hey, guys. You wanna play a little game here? We'll check this out. Ed McGee works at Pro Audio Design, and Osberger let you know if we want some speakers or gear for the studio. It's cool to know. Yeah. Damn. What do you got? Send me a menu. No, I don't know. I've been pretty happy with my monitoring situation in here. I'll tell you that. We got big ass Dynaudios in here, which are nice, and then the focals for the near fields. All very good stuff. But you never know. You never know. What up, Wild XO? Can a nerd producer like you be a big boy someday and understand the spaghetti monster levels of intricacy when it comes to patching? Yes, you can.
Oh, God, no cap.
I think I just pressed that button, but it applies here. Yeah, you can. Patch bay is not that hard to understand. It's not that hard to understand. It could be a little hard to if you had to build one from scratch with no experience, it might take a second to wrap your mind around. But to just use a patch bay is really, really not very difficult. You have all your inputs and outputs. You just kind of connect what you want to what you need. What would be the use case for tracking, or for you have a bunch of synths, or what do you got there? A simple patch bay can save you a pretty decent amount of time if you often find yourself kind of scrambling around behind your piece of gear to connect or disconnect a cable. Patch bay can be your savior there, so you probably know if you want one. And McGee with a bunch of gift subs. Thank you, very kind. And we can get if you got music, we can get it up here. Look at this. I'm sorry, and look, I am kind of taking a little look on the website here. What do we got? These monitors are looking sexy. We got all good stuff here. What were those ones that were in the preview? Sorry, I'll buy some gear right now. Look at we got the Amphians here. Osberger Atmos monitoring system. Is this what you're trying to sell me right now? Contact us for pricing and financing. Yeah, maybe one day. Yeah, good times. Ed McGee, again, thank you so kindly. That's a lot of gift subs, and very, very kind. Is that for music, or is that just for the fuck of it? Because if you got a track you want us to play, we can put it up now or next or whatever. But let me get something up right now. Hit you up for all gear needs. Hit me up on Instagram. Connect, IG. Right on. I appreciate you, dude. Seriously. And yeah, you never know. There's always stuff I want to do with the studio. Does Pro Audio, do you guys do any video stuff there too? I mean, I know it's literally Pro Audio Design, but do you have any cameras, any of that kind of stuff? That's kind of more what I'm looking at now than audio shit, but yeah, who knows? Let's keep it moving. You made subs for Snoop Dogg, speakers for Travis Scott, and Ty Dolla $ign. That's fucking sick. Is the thing with the colored wires behind me a patch bay? Yes, it is. Yeah. This thing right here. You can see it looks a little lighter than it usually does. What do you call it? The setup in here was getting crazy. I just did some fresh drums this week and took everything down. There are a great many amount of inputs and outputs in here. Between the several rooms of the studio, we have, goddamn, I don't even know how much. How much do we have here? So each of these is 48. So 48 channels of input on the top here, and then there are more. There's more connectivity behind the desk here. There's more connectivity in some of the other rooms that aren't on this. The studio doesn't have a ton of rooms, but we got a few. And I don't know. what was EXO asking about? You're not analog. You've experimented with VST boards off of Ableton. Arturia has some. Are you talking about more like modular, like synth patching? Because that's a different thing than the kind of patching that I'm doing in here. This is more like signal flow for different channels of audio. Patching synths. Wait for it. Patching synths like this guy here, I am not an expert at, but it's something that can be learned. We should do a little synth workshop on here sometime. I have a lot of friends who are real synth nerds at this point, very modular, very analog, who understand this stuff on a much greater level than I do. It could be fun to talk through some of that stuff. But yeah, it's not my area of expertise, I'll tell you that. Not at all. Did I eat? Always. What did I have today? I feel like we picked up something good. Oh, drive-through gyro shop in Denver, just called Gyros. Fucking good. I'll tell you that. Let's keep it going. What were we about to play? Nick Domingo's thing. Sorry, I was going off on a huge tangent right as we were about to hit play on this. Like I said, we have 3 different versions of a very short piece of music. Which one is the best? You decide. Yeah, let's check this out from Nick Domingo and see if we can come to some conclusions here. Look at this. Ghosthouse. This is exclusively for us. Gyro is pronounced gyro. Maybe in some countries. Let's check this out. All right, version 1. Here we go. Very nice. All right. Version 2. Ooh, I like that. That does a lot. That feels better. It looks better with the text too. Or it just works better. I would cut out that very last note. Okay, version 3. Oh, it's a shorter, more dynamic one. Interesting. Nick Domingo, very cool.
Put that on a cracker.
What do you guys think? 1, 2, or 3? I have my pick. 3, Crash and Chill or Cringe. Well, 3 was pretty different from the rest of them. Yeah, that Crash came in and then like it kind of like I don't know, the dynamics like felt like they didn't like follow up as much because I expected the dynamics in each of them to like increase and the last one was like kind of a little in between. Yeah, I'm big on 2. 2 sounded pretty much perfect. Like I said, I would take out that very last note and leave it kind of hanging on the last note of the actual where is it? Dun 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 dun. Or I'm sorry, yeah, whatever. So it ends on that dun dun dun, because that's the melody. Like ending on the note. I don't know. I don't know. Ending on the note to me at the beginning of it kind of like almost does nothing for me. It's like let the melody play out at the end there. I don't know. It's not like a melody, but it's a motif. It's an ostinato. I don't know. But like I said, the 2 sounded really complete for me. First off, I like how you put them all with the title so you can kind of just like feel what it would, what the experience would feel like. 1 was not bad, but 2 for me like felt like complete. It felt really good. 3, yeah, sounded like the idea at first was like it was going to be too overblown, and then like the dynamic, it was shorter, and then the dynamic like really like kind of faded down a little quickly. I don't know, maybe that wasn't intentional, maybe it was like a bouncing or something, but either way, just like, yeah, starting off with like the bold crash or something, like it doesn't tell the story as much as like, just having the melody be like really direct and just built up, just a little bit of strings. I thought was very nice. I really liked how you used the strings in that second one. The string, just those going between the octaves and just the weight of those feels really good, and they're not like too overly developed or distracting. They just back it up really, really nicely. Felt very cozy there. So yeah, nice stuff, Nick Domingo. Very cool. Give it up one more time. If you guys don't know, this Midnight Stories, Nick's been working on music for this project. It is a video project. It is Harry Potter related, but there are characters and scenes and stories and all this stuff, and it has a little bit of that magical wizarding world feel to it for sure, and definitely nails the vibe of that in the theme itself. Very, very nice. Thank you. Let's keep it going. Yeah, we're doing good in here, guys. Like I said, we only have a couple more tracks in the queue. I was intended to stay on just until the end of the hour here, which is coming up soon, but we'll stay until we play everyone who's still here. We're looking right now for Sicko, who I haven't seen in the queue or in the chat all night. Sicko, are you here? Gone Wallace, I never remember who this is.
Who the fuck is that guy?
But he's also never here. Gone Wallace, are you here? Are you gone? Come Down, are you still here? Ed McGee, did you have a track that you wanted us to play? I'm sorry, Ed McGee came in to do some sales and hit me with some gift subs, which I like. But if you actually have something you want us to play, we could. What else? Like I said, looking for Sicko, Gone Wallace, Come Down, Kinda Good is here, Great Computer is here, KTO and MJ are all here. Right? Come Down is still here too. Awesome. Okay. Last call for Sicko, last call for Gone Wallace. No idea who that is. Let's get Come Down up here, and excitingly, Come Down, first time on the stream tonight. Just found us, been chilling here for, it looks like over an hour, almost 2 hours now. An hour and 59 minutes in the queue here. Oh, what a night. Yo, Come Down, welcome to the Ghost House. Welcome to the stream, my friend.
Is that motherfucking Ghost House?
Ghost House. There's some ghosts in this house.
That's right. So many sound effects. Welcome, and thanks for chilling. I really do appreciate it. I know it's been a while. So thanks for your patience, and thanks for sharing your music with us. It's your first time up, and we'd like to get to know you a little bit. So would you tell us just a bit about yourself? Where are you from? How long have you been doing this music thing here? A lot of musicians in this room night after night. You do love to see it. And then, like I said, everybody else is coming up in just a second. Kinda Good, Great Computer, KTO, and MJ all coming up. Thank you guys. Sincerely for chilling with us tonight. Good stream. Really, really good one. I definitely do want to know where Come Down is from. And we'll hit play on this. Gift subs flying around in here tonight. You love to see it. Come Down from New York. Been recording and producing for about 2 years now. Nice. Hey, good to have you here. So you did it all in this track, vocals, artist, production, all this stuff. Let's see what we got here. Track's called Change. New music, relatively new. Uploaded a couple of weeks ago. Let's hear it. Heavy bass.
Talk to him cause all these niggas think the same. I cannot fuck with them cause all these niggas really lame. I don't want to run around, no, I don't want to play no games. I watch how they switched up, yeah, now it's time for me to change. Yeah, I want some bands. I'm trying to take this shit to a whole new land. How you gonna talk about me when you was a fan? I thought you were down for me, said we ride to the end. Okay. I ain't seen enough. Tough. You ain't even got no swag, nigga. I heard you living rough. You don't wanna go outside, nigga. Don't make me call you bluff. Okay. I just wanna get to the bag now. I ain't got no time to act out. I'm just gonna focus on cash now. Okay. Heard on top of these niggas be lying. Did some shit that I never did nothing. Niggas talk but they would never try it. Okay. I had to switch up what I be on. Cause I cannot fuck with no peons. You niggas ain't on, but we on. Pull up, they see me or leave. Now that bitch, you ain't looking at me. Cause you know you ain't fucking with me. I cannot talk to him cause all these niggas think the same. I cannot fuck with them cause all these niggas really lame. I don't want to run around, no, I don't want to play no games. I watch how they switched up, yeah, now it's time for me to change. I cannot talk to him cause all these niggas think the same. I cannot fuck with them cause all these niggas really lame. I don't want to run around, no, I don't want to play no games. How they switched up, yeah, now it's time for me to change.
Nice. Really clean. Wow, you hear how loud those synths get when the bass drops out? The bass definitely you heard a pretty big difference, right? Yo, very nice.
Put that on a crack.
Let's go. Change from Come Down. Creative track, nice production for sure. No, I mean, a lot of stuff I like on here. You got a great voice, sound very smooth. Sound pretty comfy on this track. I like the production, definitely some big bass, but these cool dreamy synths, the arpeggios sound very nice, very pluggy, very cool. I have no problem with the big bass. Like I said, I mean, you can definitely tell that the bass is like taking up like a lot of space in the mix, and it's like pushing the other instruments down when it's in. So at the end, I think the end is the only time when the bass comes out, and the sound, the synths just shoot up in volume. Something something to take a look at and contain. But not necessarily a problem in and of itself, and not too hard to fix. I mean, if you don't want to untangle the compression or limiting, because I mean it sounds pretty good. Like it sounds good when the bass is in there. If you don't want to untangle all that, I can see just cutting that synth at the end onto its own track and just kind of filtering and leveling it separately or something. I don't know. I could see just adjusting that section there if that's easier. But it sounds like all the instrumental going into a lot of compression, like the bass like being pretty dominant. Again, nothing wrong with that. It's an effective sound. It's a sound that people use in mixing. Just something you want to like control those like loose ends on that kind of thing. And then what else on this one? Vocal doubles would go hard on this. I can see like vocal doubles like at the ends of some of these lines, emphasizing them nicely. I mean, to me, this track sounds like freestyled. I'm guessing like I think this track could be a little more focused with like a passive editing, like tighter writing. Like that's something I always want to hear from people though, is like just like more writing, more like intentional concepts in the tracks that like kind of carry throughout. Where this track it kind of felt like the lines or the groups of lines were a little like kind of doing their own thing. So like it makes it harder to like hit the lines with the right amount of emphasis when I don't know, it feels like it wants like more of like an overarching concept to it, I guess. But on a technical level it's very nice. On a technical level it's nice. Like it sounds like you're kind of dancing on the beat. Like the vocal flow is like very nice, delicate. It's in there. It like it feels good. It feels like it works. Just like the what do you call it? Just like hitting the concept of the track harder, or getting the editing. And once you get the vocals put down, the ideas put down, I think just like really can do a lot. We can do a lot on a track like this. But yeah, really, really nice. Like I said, got a lot of talent on a technical level. Just keep writing and keep refining. And I think lots of good music is to come. Very nice here from Come Down. Guys, give it up one more time. Yeah, Come Down from New York. Sounding nice. I've talked about it a lot on stream with like, people like kind of like freestyling essentially to like write their tracks. I think it's a fine way to write, but I feel like it just like really, really helps when, you actually like do put in the work and get, some editing or some structure, to the track, go through and, I just like listen with a fresh ear one day and just make some changes. Like, I don't know. That's the step that does happen with writing. That doesn't happen when people just hop on the mic. That makes a pretty big difference. Where else are we here? Kinda Good coming up right now. Let's get you here. Kinda Good says, this is your first time recording a blues rock band. It's not mixed yet, but it's a little leveled. Okay, let's check this out. And then Great Computer, KTO, and MJ all coming up in the last few moments of our stream tonight. Thank you guys. Let's check this out. From Kinda Good, blues rock band. Was this recorded live? I guess if you want to tell us a little bit about, the project, the musicians, the circumstances of the recording in the chat as we're listening to this, anything of note that that's worth telling about the project, I'd be interested to hear. Let's check this out and see what it sounds like. A little loose on everything. Are these young musicians or drummer couldn't play with a click? Yeah. I'm trying to groove on this one, but it's pretty loose. Trying to think, like mix wise, I don't know. What's up, Money High? How you doing? What type of music do we review? We do all kinds here, but the queue is closed for tonight, unfortunately. No mix. Yeah, but I'm saying it's gonna be like hard to like actually get a mix that feels good because like, yeah, things are just like a little too open. They sound good when they start rocking a little more, like they sound a little more locked in. Wasn't easy even to get here. I know this feeling well. I mean, albeit this is maybe a little more extreme than what I've often dealt with, but are the drums like V drums, and are they quantized or something? Something's a little unnatural. I'm guessing they're V drums that have been quantized and they're not snapping correctly. Yeah, pretty hard. I mean, let's go. Okay.
Put that on a crack.
Sorry, kind of good. Well, we have some notes, but look, I see the intention underneath all that, but yeah, the execution is pretty sloppy. I mean, the first step may be removing the drum quantize, because that's making it pretty hard for me to like actually see what's going on here. It sounds like notes are being like snapped kind of like to the wrong direction. There isn't quantize. Oh shit. Okay. Raw recording. Okay. Well, that's more difficult.
Oh God, no cap.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. I mean, the timing is not hanging together. You know, mostly in the drums. Mostly in the drums. Yeah, it's a weird feeling you can't fix. Yeah. What I've done when and look, I mean, I'll be just dead honest with you. I don't know if I have any really practical suggestions for you where this is at right now. It's just going to be difficult no matter what. And it's probably going to, I don't know, like want to go in the direction of re-recording. When I have musicians that have a hard time playing to a click, I will, I'll still let them play. Like, I'm not going to be like, let me replace your part, but I will give them something a little more rhythmically familiar than a click to play with. Maybe I'll program a light drum loop or tambourine or something rhythmic to give them like a little more of a feel to go off of. Because some people are just not, they've never, recorded, or they've never played to a click track or whatever. They might not be like very bad at what they're doing, but it just like really, really throws them off. I've seen that happen before. So giving someone like a little bit more material to like go off of rather than just can be helpful. Trying to fix this one would be tough. It would be tough because the drums are loose to a point where it's going to be very, very hard to get anything to kind of lock together. It's hard to really even like feel the feel the groove or feel the tempo. So I don't know. I mean, you can try slicing them. You can try like finding parts where it is just more on the beat for a bar or two and using more of those. Using more of those for the I don't know. Maybe you've tried all this stuff. I'm sure you have. If I was dealing with this track, it would be like an immediate conversation with the guys. Like, it's gonna be like almost extremely difficult to finish this with like how loose the timing is. Like, we got to do something else. So. It's hard to say because, the drums are definitely throwing me off. Like if I was just listening to like just the click and the guitars and basses, would it sound a little more on? Maybe maybe those dudes are a little more on, and then the drums are just throwing it. It's hard to say. It's a tricky situation, when you're working with people and you're trying to make them sound good, and like they're kind of like maybe not quite as let's say as studio ready as you want them to be. It always creates an awkward, difficult situation. There's no like real formula for getting through it. So you'll find your way. I have confidence, but yeah, it's a tricky one. It sounds pretty rough. They want to redo it. You're afraid you can't get them better. Yeah, your metal stuff has always sounded good. Yeah, like I said, the drummer may just need something stronger to play along with, or he may just not be able to execute, in which case you might have to be like a little blunt about that. Just be like, yo, like I don't even know how I'd say, like, yo, I like what you guys are going for here, but like, the timing is so loose that it's just really, really hard to hang together. Is there something we can do to, make you a little more comfortable kind of, or come with some suggestions? Tricky. It's a tricky one. Not gonna lie. There's no sugarcoating to do. I don't really have a good solution. You can, you can try moving these drum notes around. You'll probably drive yourself pretty crazy doing that. What else on here? Maybe again, maybe it's more a matter of like giving the drummer something like step into, a little more during the tracking. If the track, if you record the guitar and bass like to a drum loop and then let the drummer come in after. I don't know. It's a rough one. It is a rough one. Can't lie. But yeah. Don't want to break a musician's spirit, but also your name would be on the production. Yeah. Well, if that is high stakes for you, if you don't want your name on something, that you don't want to stand behind like this, again, it may maybe just be a somewhat awkward conversation with the musicians, just being like, yeah, look, I'm not going to be able to get this where I think any of us want it, and maybe I'm not the engineer for you, or kind of a thing. What else was I going to say on this? I don't know. It's hard. It is hard. There's only so much like tough love you can, give someone, in the audio engineering role. Like I don't know. It's not often what people are paying for. They should be paying for it, but it's not often what people are paying for. So I feel your conundrum. That's really most of what I can say right now. Because yeah, it's pretty rough. It's pretty sloppy. I think if it's in the drummer to actually play it, he'll need a stronger like basis for timing in the track while he's recording. But just may not be able to hold it down on the on the kit. And if that's the case, I don't know what to do. Someone's feelings is going to get hurt somewhere along the line. Rough times, but I do appreciate you sharing, because this stuff comes up. This stuff does come up more frequently than you might think. Guys, give it up one more time. Kind of good. And then like I said, hard to talk about like the actual mix, because first off, it's not mixed, and secondly, you need the sounds to lock in a little more to get it to gel the way I'm sure you want it to. So bad times. Let's keep it going. Just a couple more tracks. The Great Computer right now, and then KTO and MJ. I know MJ's still here. Is KTO still here? Great Computer is operational. All systems go. Let's check this out. It's called Sentience. Let's hear it. This track was made entirely from the audio channel of 2001: A Space Odyssey. All the drums, synths, and effects are sampled from that movie. Cool. I saw 2001 when I was in high school, and I thought it was one of the most boring movies I've ever seen. And then I tried to rewatch it again recently, and I didn't make it through the apes at the beginning. But I still have a lot of respect for that movie, weirdly enough.
Good evening, Dave. How you doing, Hal?
And I love Kubrick.
Everything's running smoothly, and you? Oh, not bad.
I think Eyes Wide Shut is the best Kubrick, like by far. But still, like a lot of Kubrick.
The HAL 9000 computer, which can reproduce, though some experts still prefer to use the word mimic, most of the activities of the human brain. Good afternoon, Hal.
Good afternoon, Mr. Amon.
You have an enormous responsibility on this mission. You are the brain and central nervous system of the ship. Does this ever cause you any lack of
What's up,
confidence?
Tessuna? Where are you from?
The 9,000 series.
Eyes Wide Shut, cringe? No, get out. Easily by a mile, the best movie Kubrick ever made. Playing Black Box Friday, nice, hey.
Practical definition of the words.
Sick.
Foolproof and incapable of error.
Cool all sample from that movie. It's funny. Kubrick made 1.5 good films. Clockwork Orange. What's your 0.5? I love Doctor Strangelove. That was a good one. Shining. I don't know. Dude has some hits. Clockwork sucks? Ah, come on. There's no winning with this guy. Shining, number one. Shining's not very high up for me. It's extremely memorable. Simple, tiny periods of waves through them in a sample to make these sounds. Cool.
In talking to the computer,
so sound design.
One gets the sense that he is capable of emotional responses. Do you believe that Hal has genuine emotions?
Well, it acts like he has genuine emotions. Of course, he's programmed that way to make it easier for us to talk. But as to whether or not he has real feelings is something I don't think anyone can truthfully answer. Conscious entities.
Making drums from short samples. Very fun.
In talking to the computer, one gets the sense that he is capable of emotional responses. Do you believe that Hal has genuine emotions?
Well, he acts like he has genuine emotions. Of course, he's programmed that way to make it easier for us to talk. But as to whether or not he has real feelings is something I don't think anyone can truthfully answer. Conscious entities.
I wanted it to come in hard after that little sample blip. Okay, that's okay. It's all right.
Are you ever frustrated?
I enjoy working with people.
Any lack of confidence?
Foolproof and incapable of error.
You have an enormous responsibility. Does this ever cause you any lack of confidence?
Building it back up slow or after that moment. Oh, it feels like it should be like pushing here. It's okay. I'm not too disappointed. I'm fine. Everything is okay. There were already two hard parts. Change it up. Yeah, fair enough.
Forgive me for being...
It's just that setup was so good. That setup was so good. Like the way the sample was like cut there.
Forgive me.
Yes. Sentience. Hal, the computer, the great computer.
Put that on a cracker.
What was the last great computer thing that we've had? What was the last great computer in pop culture? You know, we had HAL from 2001: A Space Odyssey. We had the computer from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. We had what other good computer? We had Deep Blue or whatever, playing chess. When was the last time we had like a great computer? When was the last time we had a computer that society actually respected? It seems to be fading. The great computer is going to bring it all back. Yeah. We're so skeptical of computers now. We're like, these fucking things. I just got to stare at this all day. Yeah, funny. But yeah, this is cool. This is cool. So yeah, like an exercise in sound design. I do like that. I do like that. There's some cool sounds in here, some cool pads, and the drum sounds are actually pretty impressive. Synths are cool, but maybe sound a little thin. I can see doing a little more saturation on this, just to to give it a little more weight. Especially in like those low mids or the mid mids where, a little more presence could be nice. But it's cool. Yeah, it's nice. The track flows. It's got a nice arrangement to it. Like I said, a little let down that we didn't get just one little last pickup at the end there, especially because of how nicely it was set up. But, you can't win them all. And, not a big deal in the scheme of things. It feels pretty good. Why did I post that twice? What did I post twice? I don't see it. Yeah. What else can we say here? I like the flow of this. I like the feel, like I said, I might just kind of punch up the mid range a little bit to give it a little more like oomph in those spicy, not spicy frequencies, those important frequencies. But that's about it. Very nice from the Great Computer. One more time. Give it up, yo. The Great Computer. What other computers? I mean, I guess the iPhone at the time, we thought that, hey, this is a great computer, but little did we know, and then since then it's kind of been like a whole lot of nothing. Like, Apple tries to put out their like Meta VR or Oculus thing, and everyone's like, I'm not wearing this shit. The fear and distrust of technology has been growing steadily, and there used to be just so much optimism about this stuff. I mean, not that 2001: A Space Odyssey was very optimistic, but at least you can see some potential in the technology there, even if it turns against us. Who knows? Let's get, is KTO still here? Kato, third Kato of the night. Are you still here? Otherwise it's MJ. MJ's still here, right? Are both y'all still here? MJ, I think I've been seeing in the chat. Pretty sure all night. I'm thinking you're still here. KTO, I don't know if you stuck around though. So check in, both of y'all. Otherwise I'm just going to dip and end the stream, which I'm very happy to do. So happy to do. Yeah. Anybody? There we go. Okay, MJ's here. Okay, all good. Let's get you up here, and then I'm going to clear out for the evening. But thank you for sticking around. MJ, also, first time on the stream. Welcome. And coming in with the introduction. MJ's from North Carolina. You were completely blind using AI to send in music. You can act and you can backflip without hands. What a multi-talent. Well, congrats and thanks you for being here. In case you were not able to see your streamer, he's extremely handsome. This track we're about to hear, let's pull it up and see what we got. It's, what is this? Paradise, Marcus Gray. Let's check this out. Let's check it out, y'all.
No, it's always right
Shit, what's up, Sicko? No, I gotta go. I'm sorry. No, I can't tonight. I'm sorry. Nice show, some vocal modulations. Yeah, pretty impressed by some of the vocals on here, these high notes. Got a really nice voice, honestly. I mean, MJ sounds very young, I'm guessing. But pretty impressive. Very nice track we just heard, Paradise.
Put that on a crack.
MJ Fun in the chat, first time on the stream. Joining us with some fresh music. Yeah, look, I'll tell you, pretty pleasant song. Just if you watch the stream a lot, you'll hear me talk about this all the time. But just having these big intervals, like jumping up to hit some big high note, if you can do it, which you can, is just a really nice way to first off catch someone's attention and also make melodies a lot more memorable. And so this track has some big leaps and intervals. Just going from kind of this middle range, these really high notes, very fluidly and very nicely. Also with some, it sounds like some nice layering on here. So yeah, the song itself, I think, is very grabby and almost has like this classic feel to it. The production is like a little straightforward, maybe a little too straightforward. I'm guessing you didn't produce just because I heard the little "purchase your tracks today" tag on there. Not bad. Like, it has a groove. It's definitely very kick drum driven. The kick is huge. Everything else almost kind of feels secondary. So that, the rhythm is strong, but it also just feels a little basic and a little flat, like lacking in some dynamics in the beat. But there are still moments here or there where things drop out and, the vocals take over and do some different part or something like that. Pretty cool. It's not like super polished sounding, but it's also not bad sounding at all. Just like I said, that kick kind of dominates the mix a little bit. And, but the vocals still cut through, and, it'd just be fun to have like a little more like natural feel to the production. I would love to hear you over an instrumental that has like a little more natural touch to the way it sounds. Like this sounds like it's going for like a poppy kind of dancey track production wise, but it doesn't like quite get there with like the sound design. Just things feel a little too like static and safe. I definitely digging what you're doing vocally. The music on this one, like I said, it feels like it needs a little something, but it still carries the vocal really nicely, and it is it does have some forward momentum to it. And then what else on this one? I don't know, just keep putting stuff together, because your voice feel very, you had a good feel when you're singing. You're pretty in control of your voice, which I like, and I just like the feel of this Paradise. I mean, it's a nice vibe. I would like to go someday, but that's about it. Guys, you got to give it up one more time. MJ Fun, first time on the stream tonight. Show some love. And then, unfortunately, and I say that with gravity and with the full weight of what I'm about to say. Guys, the stream is done. I'm sorry. I hate ending these streams. I hate cutting people off. I know we got more people who wanted to get played tonight. I'm sorry. But with that said, the stream's end, and we're ending it. Yeah, round of applause for one of all of the amazing musicians on the stream tonight. Everyone's so good. What's up, Peach? We're just getting here. You want more? Bye. All good. Peace. See ya. Get out of here. No, thank you guys for real for hanging out tonight. No, I got to end the stream. I got to go. I'm a busy man with a busy life. You all know that. But we'll be back on Monday. We'll be back after the weekend. Thank you guys for making this week of streams so beautiful, as it always is. We get into the summer months here, and I feel like it gets a little chiller in here, which is nice. But it's still been feeling extremely good. The music's been killer. People are just great. So thank you guys for being so talented and for having such good attitudes and coming through. It really is a great time every time I get to do this. In case you didn't know, we do this stream 3 times a week. That's right. Every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we are right here starting at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. That's 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. You can find us right here at the ghosthouse.tv every Monday through Wednesday, late night. Some late night fun for y'all. So our next stream will be after the weekend. Thank y'all for being with us here tonight. Enjoy your Juneteenth tomorrow, and we will see you in just a couple days. Keep cracking them doors. Keep making that music. You guys rule. I cut out Thursday. maybe I used to do Thursdays like once in a while. I never regularly did Thursdays, but when I was first starting, maybe I did a bunch of Thursdays. It's been a while though. Yeah, no Thursday streams for a minute. Sometimes I used to do Thursdays. Sometimes I used to do Sundays. The first year of this stream, I was just doing it as much as I could. I would stream until like 3 or 4 in the morning here. I would I would stream extra days. Now I'm like, bro, I cannot do all that shit. But hey, we got it off the ground. You know, we got it off the ground, and look at that. It's the hardest part, getting started. You guys, get started on something this weekend. Get started. I'm giving you all a project, a homework assignment. Do something you've been wanting to do. Take the first step. It's time. There's some creative project on the horizon. There's something you've been working toward. Take that step. I'll be back on Monday to hold you all to task. Until then, I'll see you guys. Have a great weekend. And we'll be back in just a few days. See you real soon. Peace.